Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to a brand new live stream. Today, we're going to be, well, first of all, happy Super Jurassic July. It's amazing. I can't believe we're almost done with Super Jurassic July. Originally, I wanted to wait until after I saw Fantastic Four so I could just, do it all in one live stream and be like, all right, we're done. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about Jurassic World. We're going to talk about Superman. We're going to talk about Fantastic Four. But I need to open the Fantastic Four toys before I see Fantastic Four. So that's the rule. Besky Boo's here. Besky Boo. You gotta been a better friend to me. Look, it's Besky Boo. Oh, yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. No, not John Hammond. John Hammond doesn't wear a cowboy hat. This is pure Eddington cosplay. This is Eddington cosplay. This is Joaquin Phoenix in the film Eddington. Yes. 2 seconds before the stream, I remember my cowboy hat. And as I'm wearing my cowboy hat, and there's like 1 minute to go, I was like, oh my gosh. So I got my glasses. These are actually my prescription glasses. And then I was like, I got to keep the bit. So it's warm in here. I got my long. I thought it was going to be the short sleeve, but I grabbed the long sleeve instead. I was like, oh, shit. But it goes with the bit. This is Joaquin Phoenix in Eddington. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about Jurassic World. We're going to talk about Superman. We're going to talk about Eddington. It's going to be the best. Oh, we're going to talk about it's. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Holy fuck. I almost forgot about that already. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Eddington. That's how I'm reading that. Couldn't you be impressed? I saw Jurassic Park stuff and I saw what you're wearing. I can't, Becky, because it just made me sad. I'm like, oh man, completely off. I was like, this is Joaquin. This is Joaquin. Joaquin Phoenix. No. If I was John Hammond, it would be the short sleeve and it'd be like this. It'd be like super casual. This is like John Hammond. This is John Hammond here. We're not doing John Hammond. No. We're doing Frank. We're doing Joaquin. We're doing Brother Bear, baby. We're doing Brother Bear. Okay, so first things first, let's start out with the little things. The little things are important. So Subway apparently is doing Happy Gilmore stuff. So I didn't get the Happy Gilmore cup. I didn't get the Shooter cup. I didn't even get the Oscar cup. You know what I got? I got the fucking Ben Stiller Hal cup because I love that character from the first movie. He's like, why don't you have a little bit of shut the hell up? Yep, that's right. See, so there you go. So I have the Ben Stiller cup for Happy Gilmore 2. Only on Netflix. They're giving these away at Subway for like $1 more with your meal. So I got that. What else? Oh, and McDonald's has been doing these mini things. So I got the mini drive-thru, as you can see here. A little mini drive-thru. Oh my God. Hey man, put the spice away! That's how I read that. Go look at what John Hammond's wearing. It's white, and glasses. Becky, you're wrong. You're wrong. He's not wearing a cowboy hat. He's not wearing long sleeve. This is Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin. Okay, so we have the Boo Pal bucket that actually has stickers. Oh wait, there's stickers on top, but there's supposed to be stickers inside too. So here we go. So we have that. Hey, man, put the spice away. Becky Boo is sleepy and working. Becky Boo. How I love my Becky Boos. Oh, yeah. So me and Becky, it's going to happen next week. She better not flake. She'll break my mom's heart. I swear to God, she'll break my mom's heart. But next week, we're seeing Naked Gun. It's going to be epic. I'm going to meet Becky at the theater, and we're going to see Naked Gun. And I sat down with a team of scientists because Becky's very peculiar about movies, at least in my opinion, and the scientist's opinion. So I was like, what's a foolproof movie that Becky can see? Because it definitely wasn't going to be Jurassic World. Because when I talked about Jurassic World, Becky was like, oh, another Jurassic World? And I was like, no, Becky, no. And I was like, it can't be Superman. Because Superman is like brand new kind of thing. And Becky's like, yeah, I like Superman. But it's like, which Superman? You know what I mean? You got Brandon Routh, who's doing like an impersonation, but doing his own thing. And you got Henry Cavill doing his own thing and evil. And when you say you like Superman, like, what do you like about Superman? You know what I mean? So it's iffy. It's iffy. And then it couldn't be Fantastic Four. Because I don't know. I think Becky's giving me the vibes that she gave me vibes. She gave me vibes that she didn't like MCU. She may say she likes the MCU, but she gave me the vibe. She gave me the vibe that she didn't like the MCU. So I was like, it can't be that. So what could it be? And I was like, Foolproof, Naked Gun. We're going to see that. It's a comedy. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. If you do like it, then you do like it. You can't go wrong. So I'm going to see The Naked Gun with Becky Boo. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. It was so funny because I'm trying to be casual, and Becky's like, "Oh my gosh, it's happening! When is this happening?" Next week, I was like, "Yes, Becky, it's happening next week. Relax, we'll see it next week." And then she's giving me all the details. I'm like, "Becky, it's okay. We'll see the movie. It's all right. It's all right." Not in a great mood today. Fine, I'm John Hammond then. All right, I'm John Hammond. There you go. Never even seen a Naked Gun. It's all right, Becky. You don't have to see a Naked Gun. This is like a new series. It's fine. It's like a reboot. The perfect compromise, right? The Naked Gun is the perfect compromise because you can't go wrong. It's like if you don't like it, then it's fine. If you do like it, then it's good. But like, I can't. It's like it's the foolproof. It's foolproof. Super duper foolproof. Okay, so let's continue. So I got the McDonald's phone, which is cool. Got the little French fry tray. Another McBoo Pal. Cash register. How the hell is that? Oh, how the hell does that work? Oh, okay, so that's the screen, and then that's the front part with the swiper. Swiper, stop swiping. And then we got the Happy Meal. Oh, hang on. Get that out of there. We got the Happy Meal display. I like it that you can actually turn this around and have it an empty display. So let me show that now. See, it's empty display. All the toys are sold. And then there's the fries. Again, I got another fry. And then I think this one's my favorite so far, is the McDonald's, a mini McDonald's. And it's funny, you know what's funny about this mini McDonald's? It's based on their old building because their new buildings are like brown and gray, and this is clearly their old style, which is like the friendly, colorful red and yellow. But nowadays it's all brown and yellow. And there's some doubles here, so I won't bother you with that. But it's been fun. It's been fun. And then Becky. Here's the thing, Becky. Here's the thing. If you did not like Superman or Fantastic Four, I'd be fucking devastated. You have no idea. You have no idea. And especially if I'm sitting and watching the movie and I'm enjoying it and then I hear, that kills me. It kills me so much. My mom does that through some movies and it kills me. So if I were to hear that during Superman or Fantastic Four, I'd be like, how can Superman do that? That's not realistic. It would kill me, Becky. So that's why I'm like, Naked Gun. You could sigh during Naked Gun and it would not affect me. But it would affect me if I saw it during Superman or Fantastic Four. It would affect me. I love phones. What's your favorite McDonald's food? I'd say McNuggets. The McNuggets are my favorite food. And then McDoubles would be a close second. I do like the Big Mac, but it's too messy. Like if I'm having a Big Mac, it's got to be like a T-shirt I don't care about and can wash off. It can't be like a white shirt like this. I can't eat a Big Mac with that. And then I do like the Quarter Pounder, but it's like that's gonna make me sick. That's gonna make me sick. Back when they look fun, exactly. That's exactly. Nuggets with honey? No. Nuggets with sweet and sour, and occasionally barbecue. Like occasionally, like once every 5 years barbecue. But I'm a sweet and sour man. Sweet and sour man. And then what I've been keeping the nuggets. Oh, my nuggets. What I've been keeping my Happy Meal toys in is this Jurassic World bucket. I didn't want the hatchling bucket, so I got this one. I compromised. So I got this bucket. And it's got all the animals on there. What I want to do is like put a light in here and make it like a night light because this is transparent. So I want to do that. But right now it's holding my McDonald buddies. And then the other thing I got from the Regal is this Smurfette from the theatrical flop Smurfs. I saw this and I'm like, this is completely ridiculous. This is supposed to be a drink. This is supposed to be a drink. I don't know how the hell you put any drinks in here. I guess it's in the. I would say it barely holds a can of pop. So I don't know what the hell. But I got this because it was so ridiculous. This is supposed to be a sipper. I think it only holds it in their head. Like it doesn't even go towards their body. But yeah, this is supposed to be a drink. Of course, I didn't put a drink in it. They gave me a small drink in a paper cup, so I got like an icy honey and ranch. Oh my gosh, Becky, I'm a sweet and sour man. I'm a sweet and sour man, Becky. I'm a sweet and sour man. Usually I get the nuggets. That's the only thing I order when I go to McDonald's. Yeah, because nuggets are filling. Nuggets are filling, but it is irritating if they miscount them. If they give you like 5 when you ask for 6, that's annoying. I do like the 20-piece. The 20-piece is great. It looks awful to clean. Oh yeah. This is like impractical as a cup. There's no way this is going to be a cup. I would never use it as a cup. This is definitely display only. And when I got it, I'm like, you're not going to put the pop in here, are you? And they're like, oh no, we're going to give you a cup. I was like, oh, thank Christ. But yeah, this is not. This is a display thing. This is like one of those items that's like that would never work as a popcorn holder or a pop. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck is it? And then this is my pride and joy. I want to open up with this because this is another reason why I wanted to open the Fantastic Four stuff before I go. But when I went to see I Know What You Did Last Summer and Eddington, they had this, and I was like, God damn, I got to get it. So I got it. I think it's in to scale with the toys, the action figures, but I got the Fantastic Car. Of course, they didn't put the popcorn in here. I don't even know how it opens. I think that's the back. So is this the front? Oh my God, how do you open this thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it splits open. And that's how it is. Yeah. Another thing is like, what would you do? Why would you do that? So I guess you can lift there from the tab. Okay. Well, yeah, that's cool. I had to get this. It'll look good on a shelf. Oh yeah. Oh my God, funny story. So Captain Iron Dog knows this, but no one else knows this. So I think 2 or 3 days ago, Mondo announced that they were going to have a Savage World Rogue from X-Men, and I love that. So I guess there's like a thing called Savage Land or whatever in X-Men, and it's like all of them as like, you know, like cave women or something like that. So there's an infamous design of Rogue where she's as a cave woman, right? And they announced it like 3 or 4 days ago. Mondo's like, oh my God, we're doing a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of Rogue. And I was like, holy smokes, I kind of want that. And I can get it. And I didn't even look at the price. I waited till today, which was stupid of me. But I was like, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to get it. So it went on sale at noon and I was ready. And I clicked on the link and I was like, okay, that seems like a okay price. But then when I put it in the cart and then the taxes came up, and I don't even think the tariff charge went up yet, but it was like the taxes and then shipping, and it moved it almost like $100 more. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't pay that much for something I just heard about 2 days ago. And especially when I need a brand new shelf, which was like half the price, like it's maybe even a third of the price of that stupid Rogue thing when it came all like, I don't want to exaggerate, but like the Rogue with all the taxes and shipping without the tariff, mind you, I think it came out to like either $344 or $388. It was something crazy where I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. This is dumb. I can't pay that much. Like, I think even if you were to get a hot toy, it would probably come out to $300. But this was over $300. This was like $344, $388, like in that price range. Like, it clicked over where I was like, that's dumb. I can't do this. I can't do it. I had it in the cart too, and I was like, I just can't. I can't do it. The Fantastic Car of the Savages Road. Yeah, of course you remember. It was just it's like what do you call it? 6 hours ago. Yeah. Yeah, the Mondo stuff is way too expensive. Like they have the new Jaws thing, which I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that Mondo Jaws, but it's the same thing. It's like $288, and I was like, I'm not fucking paying $288 for a Jaws, especially when the NECA shark is like $66. It's like, nah. Especially, I know I like that Jaws thing because like the Mondo comes with two heads. One's the normal Jaws head, and the other one is the Jaws 2 head, which was the selling point for me. But it's like, if it's gonna come out to $388 or some shit, it's like I can't do that. That's dumb. That's like how much like secondhand sideshow toys are. Like when I want to get like when I missed out on the Dirty Harry, I think the Dirty Harry was like freaking $388. Same thing with like my God, I think Ellen Ripley is like $400, so she like bounces up in price. So it's like I can't do that. So with that being said, let's move on to the figures. The figures. Okay, popcorn bucket is even reasonable. Yeah, the popcorn buckets are even reasonable. Where it's like, yeah, I'd rather get the popcorn bucket, even if it's secondhand. The secondhand popcorn bucket is way cheaper than the freaking Mondo shit. Like I can get all the popcorn buckets for the price of that one Mondo shark. I swear to God. So I don't even know how to do this. So we have the Jurassic World stuff, right? So let's. Do I open it or do I talk about the movie? Or how do I talk about the movie while I open the toy? Because here's the thing about Jurassic World. I have a lot of issues with it. Like a lot of issues. And the funny thing is, it's like in the back of my head is, it's just a dumb dinosaur movie. I shouldn't care this much. So I try not to care. But then also, the other part of me is like, I still like Jurassic World though. Like I'm an idiot. Like I'll buy the DVD, I'll buy the Blu-ray, I'll probably watch it again, and I'll go see the next one, even though I did not really like Jurassic World Rebirth. But it's like I like Jurassic Park so much where almost like a bad movie doesn't matter to me. So I guess I'll try to talk about the movie as I open this. So what I have here is the Matchbox Mosasaur set. I thought this was pretty cool. Comes with the Mosasaur, a little Jeep, a little truck, a little boat. And I thought this was cool. But yeah. Is that a shark? Oh, no, this is the Mosasaur. It's not the shark. And what I'm talking about was the shark from Mondo. They're making a Jaws shark from Mondo, which is like $280. And it comes with like the shark tank. It comes with the little tank that the canister goes into. And then it comes with Ben Hartman, what's his name? Ben Gardner's head. I think it comes with the leg of the guy in the lake, maybe even a barrel. But yeah, it's like $280. It's too much. But this is the Mosasaur. You have issues with Jurassic World, but wouldn't see it with me. Here's the thing, Becky. I keep saying this, and I don't think it's clicking. If I'm watching a movie and I'm trying to enjoy it, I can't hear huff and puffing from someone. I can't. I can't hear complaints from somebody either, unless we're both on the same page, which I think both me and my mom were. And it's just, I don't know. It's weird, Becky. And not only that, but Becky, I didn't know it was going to be bad. I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it. And I know you already would not like it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I already know you're like another one. You didn't like the other ones. And if you were to see this, like, you know, I don't know. It's difficult to explain, but I know you'd be huffing and puffing, even though I've been wanting to like it. You know what I mean? And I didn't know it was going to be bad. So there's things, Becky. There's things. I don't know if this is like an autism thing or an OCD thing, but I don't like it. I don't like when people huff and puff. I just want more dinosaur movies, man. Same here. It's like I don't fucking care. I'll see all the Jurassic World movies. I'll see them all because I want to love them. I watched Jurassic Park recently. I'm not talking about Jurassic Park. Oh my gosh, Becky, Jurassic Park. Okay, I don't know. Like Jurassic Park is like the best. Like here's the thing, Jurassic Park is like the best fucking movie ever. It's like it goes without saying. We all know this. And it's like every fucking year they get that cast, they get Laura Dern, they get Sam Neill, they get Jeff Goldblum, and every goddamn year they ask those people, and they're like, for 35 years, for 30 years, for 29 years, they always talk about it. And it's like, yes, we know the original one is great. It's the other ones that are iffy, and it depends on the person of how you rank them. And it's been blowing my fucking mind of how people have been ranking Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay, let me start opening this thing, and we'll just talk about it, all right? So before the movie came out, which I was shocked by, guys. I was shocked that Jurassic World Rebirth was the mystery movie. So there's like a $5 mystery movie. Usually it's like something low budget. Usually it's like a movie called Spiders, and it's about giant spiders, and they filmed it in Australia for like $12, or it's something like Lisa Frankenstein, where it's made for like 15 million, and they release it and hopefully get word of mouth. But for some reason, Universal decided to release Jurassic World Rebirth as the fucking Monday movie, which was insane. But I think it was to build the word of mouth, and the people who went to see it really loved it. But they were, Captain Iron Dog knows what I'm talking about. Like, but all the reviews were like, "Oh, the special effects are fantastic. Oh my gosh, it's like the original movie. It homages the original movie, and it gives you nostalgia feelings, and it the dinosaur scenes are really good." And I'm like, "Oh God!" Like, none of them are talking about the plot. They're talking about the visual effects. They're talking about the dinosaurs, and they're like prefacing like, "Yes, it is an okay movie." And then there was people who were outright like bitching about the whole thing. They're like, "Oh man, blah, blah, blah. It's stupid. They don't like it. Can't believe it." And then at the end of the review, they were like, "It's like my second favorite Jurassic World movie." It's like, what the fuck? And there was a lot of those. There was a lot of people who would just like bash it and then be like, "With that being said, it's number 3 in my ranking." And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So like, it was getting mixed messages from the crowd, because the crowd were not talking about the plot, or they were like saying like, "Take it easy. Don't go in with high expectations." So I was fucking scared. I was like, what is this movie? What am I expecting? What am I walking into? Another reason why I would not invite Becky to Jurassic World. It's like, what the hell am I walking into? And it's like, oh God, what's going to happen? So, so they finally release it. I go see it. And I think the mistake is we saw it in 4DX first. Usually what we do is we see it regular, or we see it RPX. RPX is just the big screen with rumble seats. 4DX is 3D with moving seats. And we're like, fuck it. Let's skip it. Let's just go see it 4DX. Let's go see 4DX. So that might have been a mistake. But with that being said, it still has problems with or without the rumble seats. So, oh God, how is this attached? Okay, so there's like a plastic thing protecting this boat, so I'm just trying to figure out how the hell. Oh my God, how is that attached? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's another piece here. I was like, what the hell is going on? I thought it was going crazy. So, I went to go see it, and Captain Iron Dog, I'm sure you deal with this when you go to the movies. So the thing that, first of all, that cracked me up right away is there's people watching the trailers, right? And we had to get there early because with the rumble seats, like the seats are assigned and they have specific numbers because they're like 4 to each section. So we had to get there while the lights were still on. So we were there early. And I saw the trailers, which I do not like seeing the trailers anymore. And I was like, ooh, I saw the trailers. I saw the trailer for Superman. Ooh. And it gave me like the ick. I don't know what it was about that Superman trailer. It gave me the ick. I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't see that. It just gave me that feeling. It wasn't a bad trailer. It just made me feel like, I wish I didn't. It just felt like I saw something I didn't want to see, and I was forced to see it. But like with the rumble seats, you have to get there early. That's the rule. You have to get there early because if you get there late, then it just sucks. So as the trailers are playing, the thing that cracks me up too, another thing for people out there. So on Twitter, there's a guy named Dan Marcus who's like a film fan. He's like a Christopher Nolan fanboy, and he loves cinema. And it's so funny whenever he gives his review, it almost feels like he got paid. I always feel like, okay, the check cleared, the movie's good or whatever. Because he'll like every so often he'll like rip apart a movie. I'm like, the check didn't clear, the studio didn't pay him, but he just loves movies. Dan Marcus just loves movies. He loves them. So he had a review, and he went to see Jurassic World. It was a 2 p.m. showing. I remember this because he was like, oh my God, everyone was so quiet for the Odyssey trailer, the new Christopher Nolan Odyssey trailer. Everyone was quiet. They all cheered at the end. And I'm like, you went to see it, with Nolan fans. And he says, "Nuh-uh, I went to a 2 p.m. showing. It was kids and family. They were all quiet for the Odyssey trailer." And I'm like, well, they're film fans. That's why they're there. That's why they're cheering. Oh my gosh. So that was in the back of my mind when I went to go see Jurassic World, right? So I go see Jurassic World, and I see the trailer, and I know what it is because there's like no green band. It just opens up with the Cinecopy or whatever the hell Christopher Nolan's company is. And in the back, a guy goes, because he just wants the movie to start. And I was like, that's hilarious. It's the Christopher Nolan trailer, the trailer that Dan Marcus hyped up. And there's like a fucking guy in the back going, like, oh my God, another trailer. And nobody was quiet during the Odyssey trailer. And if anything, people were bitching and complaining, like, let's start the movie. So I think after the Nolan trailer, it finally starts. And this is the part I wanted to talk to you about, Captain Iron Dog. And it cracked me up that so much that I started mocking the people in the audience because I was like, oh God, I got to join in on this. So throughout the trailers, other than the complaining, people were mostly quiet, right? But the lights go down, the Universal logo starts going around across the screen, and like a goddamn symphony, everyone starts going, like the whole audience just starts coughing. And I start laughing because the whole fucking time during the trailers, everyone's quiet. But the minute the lights go down, they're like, like coughing. And then I started joining in just to make fun of them. I was like, and it's just hilarious. But that's how the movie starts, right? With the Universal logo. Everyone's coughing, and it just cracks me up. I'm like, oh my God, Captain Iron Dog would love this, because I'm sure that happens to you whenever you go see a movie. Like, everyone's fucking quiet, and then as the movie starts, everyone starts coughing like they have it's like fucking COVID time, right? So the movie starts, and it's so fucking weird, right? So it opens up and it has the dumb Snickers thing. Who cares, right? Whatever. But there's so much math in the first couple of minutes of Jurassic World. It's like, it's been 29 years since dinosaurs first arrived on Earth. And it's like 17 years. This happened 17 years ago. Like, the flashback happened 17 years ago. And then the next title card's like 29 years ago. And then it's like 65 million years ago. I was like, holy fuck, this is like a goddamn Naked Gun parody. It's like, and not only that, but spoiler alert, Superman's the same way, where it's like 3 months ago. 300 years ago. 300 years ago, 300 million years ago, 3 days ago, 3 months ago, or whatever. And it's so fucking funny that there's so much math in the beginning of Jurassic World. It's like, why don't you just say, like, fucking 1993 this happened, and like, just say it. And I'm like, technically that's not right, because like all the dinosaurs would have to be born in like 1989, right? So dinosaurs technically arrived like, I don't know, 33 years ago, 34 years ago, just because they had to be born. So they didn't arrive 30 years ago. They were like publicly announced 30 years. Not even publicly announced, because they don't get announced until like 97. So like, what the fuck? There's so much math in the beginning of Jurassic World Rebirth. So hang on, before I start complaining more about Jurassic Park Rebirth. So here we go. We got the little mosasaur. He opens his little mouth. Bad, Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong. And then we have the little boat. And then you slide this off. Oh yeah, and this is seaworthy. This actually can go into a pool. And then there's like the little claw here. And this is cool too. And then I like that you could put this little rocket anywhere. You could put the rocket on top. You could put the rocket to the side or over here. So for the time being, I'll put the rocket on top. You put the rocket on top. You put the rocket on top. But yeah, I like this. This will be cool next to my childhood Matchbox car set. So I'll put that in there. Now let's go to the comments. Let's take a break. Let's take a break too. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh, I thought it was a toy shark. I didn't see the dino. Okay. It's clicking. I'm messing with you. Also, I didn't talk during movies, so I really don't. Becky. We'll see. Becky, the new GP was expensive. 4DX. Yes. We need a JP3 anniversary talk. Oh my God. Okay, here's the thing. I've been really, really wanting to do a commentary track with Ray sketches with Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, but I've been so fucking lazy because I want to reread The Lost World before we do the commentary track. And I've been super lazy about reading Jurassic World. So I need to read The Lost World before we watch Lost World because I want to talk about that during the commentary track because there's not much to talk about during The Lost World because I just rewatched it the other day and I was like, oh my God, this is kind of like snail's pace. Oh, I've never seen a 4DX movie. Yeah, the moving seats. I think I've seen a handful. I can't count them all, but I've seen a handful. Yep, so many about the comparison to the first movie. Yeah, I didn't understand that. And they're all fucking wrong. We'll get to it. Because I don't get because they're like, it's just like the first movie. I'm like, it's not. It's not even like the other movies. Christian Kim review. Christian Kim was like, I think he gave it a 7. F1 was my first 4D experience. Oh, I bet that was cool. I was late by a few minutes. Oh, you were late. Okay, so you didn't see. Okay. It really be like that, though, with the coughing? Yes. Why, like, right before it starts? I know they could cough during the trailers, cough during the Superman trailer, cough during Odyssey. Well, why do they have to cough during the Universal logo? 33 years ago, dinosaurs roamed the Earth once again. I know, but it's like, it's wrong because that's 1993. I guess that's not a shark. A shark, ooh-aha. Shark bait, ooh-aha. The timeline won't matter in 10 years when we watch it. I know, that's the other thing. So it'll be like 33 years ago and we'll be watching it fucking 5. It's so stupid. Anyway, okay, so let's continue with the movie. So there's all that dumb math, which is going to be wrong when the next time you fucking watch it because 34 years ago will be like 95 or whatever. It's already wrong. It's wrong. So then it opens up with like the guy in the car, right? And then I already talked about the Snickers thing. That's stupid. Whatever. And not only that, but it's like all these old computers. They look like they're in fucking Kmart with the green things on the computer. It's like, what year is that? It's not 2015. I think it technically would be like 2014 or something because this is when they're making stuff for Jurassic World 2015. So anyway, we don't even know what the fuck this island is. Oh my gosh, it's like Site A or some shit. It's something made up. So we cut to the rich guy, right? He's in his car and he's stuck in traffic. And then we have Scarlett Johansson get in the car, right? And then it's like all this dialogue. It's like all this information dump. Like she's some sort of like hitman bodyguard thing for hire. A family member of her died recently, or maybe a friend. I don't know. It sounded like two different things. Like I think in the car he says your father or somebody died, like a family member died close. And then later on the boat when they cut to her randomly and she's crying by herself on the boat, which is fucking weird, by the way. It's just weird. I was like, she's just like crying in front of the camera. And I'm like, oh, we just cut to this? All right. Like no preface or no flashback, no nothing. All right. So then it's all weird, right? So you're in this car and then all it does is go around the corner and he instantly parks. And then they're talking underneath the bridge in this Annie Hall shot where they're just like in like a fucking Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, where they're just talking underneath the bridge. And I'm like, what's going on here? What kind of movie is this? And not only that, but there's like a dying dinosaur in the middle of the road. And I'm like, this is not fun. What are we doing here? Why are we seeing this? And then it cuts to scientist man who has like the Jurassic Park banner in his display. And like no one's going to see his dinosaur bones anymore. And they're showing foreshadowing on the screen to characters that it won't foreshadow. Like the screen is showing like a T-Rex in the lake, and it looks exactly like when the T-Rex attacks the family. It's foreshadowing, but it's not foreshadowing to the characters in that scene. It's foreshadowing to things that these people will never see, which is weird. And then like there's like weird comedy with like the chicklets or whatever the hell. He's like Altoids. He's eating Altoids, and it's like weird comedy. I get what it's supposed to be, but it's not funny. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then the next scene is like, I think they go hire the guy in like Costa Rica or whatever, her best friend. And I get what the scene is supposed to be doing. I get it's supposed to be a hustle, but like whoever's editing this movie and the director, like, I don't think he's directing the scene well, or like he's not giving them like the right direction or something. He's just like letting them like read the script, and whoever's editing it like has no like emotional reading. They can't like read comedy. They can't read the room. So they're just like looking at the script and saying, okay, this is line A, line B, line C, line D, and we're just going to edit it. We're going to throw it down on the timeline. It's like they didn't even go through like the alternate takes to make that hustle scene work. It's literally like if you were just like reading the script, like if you were just reading it straight, like, hey, we can't do this unless we have more money. Yeah, you're right. We have to have more money. Yes, you have to do. It's like you're just reading the script, and it's so fucking weird. And there's no like timing to the scene. And it's like I get what's supposed to be happening. They're hustling the rich guy. That's clear as day. But like the scene, like the timing is off, and it's just like you're reading the script cold. Like you're reading it emotionally, and it's like, oh, this is awful. This is gross. This is weird. And then I think we're introduced to the family at this point, right? We're introduced to the family, and like the stank ass girlfriend wakes up sweaty from below with the boyfriend, which is just gross. That's just gross. And then the boyfriend being like a slob and gross was just like the whole thing is gross. Like she's there with her asshole boyfriend on this family outing, and they're like fucking. Like clearly they're fucking. Like she wakes up sweaty as hell, and he's like wearing no shirt, and like everyone else is dressed. Like the little girl's dressed, the father's dressed. Clearly they're fucking, which is gross. And then like the boyfriend's an asshole, and he's not wanting to help, and it goes on way too long. Like it just needs to be like a line or two, but it like goes on like in real life. Like if you were watching this in real life and to play it out, it's like, okay, wrap up the scene. We get it. He's a lazy ass. And it's just fucking weird. And by this point, we're probably about 30 or 40 minutes in, right? So no, I would say about 30 minutes in, because I think at the 40-minute mark is when they start chasing down the mosasaur. Maybe even at the 50-minute mark. And this is what I don't get why people are comparing it to the original. Because in the original fucking movie, guess what? 15 minutes in, you're seeing the fucking Brachiosaurus. And you're saying it's a dinosaur. And you're seeing all that shit. That's 30 minutes in. I watched The Lost World. You're seeing the Stegosauruses 30 minutes in. You're seeing the fucking... what do you call it? The trail, the hunting trail, the gaming trail is like 35 minutes in. You're seeing all this shit early on. You're seeing massive dinosaur shots. You're seeing dinosaurs early and fast in all the other Jurassic World movies. And in Jurassic World Rebirth, you see like a sick dinosaur 10 minutes in, outside a car window, slowly dying in the street. And then you see the majestic Mosasaurus 45, 50 minutes into the fucking movie, and it's crazy. And the Mosasaur scene is fun. I wish it was a little bit longer, and I like that they're running out of things to reference. They're referencing Jaws in this movie, because the rich guy's like, but this is my charter. And the guy's like, yeah, maybe your charter, but it's my vessel, my ship. I'm like, oh my God, they're quoting Jaws. That's a verbatim scene from Jaws. And then there's like another scene from Jaws. Oh yeah, when they're chasing the mosasaur with the little canister that goes up, which we'll get to. Oh my God, I have a complaint about the canister. Holy shit. So they're shooting at the mosasaur 50 minutes in. Oh, and Captain Iron Dog, I should say this. So like this movie has like blandest of the bland characters. And there's like a hint, a very like 0.50, like a 0.055% of sexuality between Henry Loomis and Z, right? There's like a 0.55 sense of like chemistry, and I'm just grasping onto that because there's nothing in this movie. So there's a scene where like Z's on front of the boat, right? And of course it's like Busty's Scarlett Johansson, and she's like, strap me in. And then Henry Loomis is like wrapping his arms around her and strapping her in, and I was like, yes, Henry Loomis, get on that. Meanwhile, I know this is just like my fan fiction. My fan fiction's trying to make this movie interesting. Like, oh, they're getting close, oh yeah, because it even happens later in the movie. Like, I think I'll just jump to it right now. But later in the movie, there's a scene where they're trying to get the pterodactyl egg shit, and like they're like rolling on top of each other in the scene, or at least that's what I remember. I've only seen the movie once, but I was like, yes, they're getting close together. I just want them to kiss. I just want to have something to happen in the movie, something movie. But anyway, there's like 2 or 3 scenes where they're like, there's a little bit of chemistry between Z and Henry, but like it happens early on in the boat, and the mosasaur scene's great. Okay, so we have that, and then that's when the shit starts happening, right? Immediately after the mosasaur, they eat shit and crash into the island. And here's another one of my things, like, okay, what was their fucking plan before they crashed? because it seems like they had no plan. It seems like they were just going to land or dock on the edge and just walk through the island. They weren't going to go to a dock. They weren't going to do anything. They were just going to walk through the island. They didn't have a plan. Like, what they should have done, this is my Luke Coons talking. What they should have done is, like, you know, in the Mission Impossible movies where Ethan Hunt and his team are like, okay, we're going to go to this building. We're going to go to this room. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We need to do this. We need to do that. And then as the scene plays out, you see all those plans just fall apart like a string being pulled apart, like a t-shirt, like a sweater. You're pulling the string and it's falling apart. And you see that they can't do all those steps that they wanted to do. That's what they needed to do in Jurassic World. They needed to say, like, hey, we're going to go to the dock. We're going to drive here. We're going to do this, and have like this whole plan to show that they're professionals, right? But there's not that. They're just, like, they were so generic. They're like, okay, we're going to land on this island. And we're going to find these 3 dinosaurs. So when they eat shit, it's like, was this their fucking plan? Because when they eat shit, like, they don't really seem like, you know, like, we have to do this, right? It's just like, I don't. Oh yeah, there's no ticking clock. So my idea, my other Luke Coons thing should have been like, there should have been a sickly person related to Scarlett Johansson. There should have been like a fucking Matthew Modine character. He's in the hospital bed. He's her father. He has this rare disease. He's dying, and it turns out this dinosaur DNA can save his life, but he only has like a couple days to live. So they need to get this dinosaur DNA so they can make the treatment so they could save her father. They needed something like that. They needed a ticking clock, because when they get to the island, they're all expendable. Because as you're watching the movie, you're realizing, like, oh, Henry Loomis has no family, has no job. Nobody would care if he went missing. Scarlett Johansson is like a rogue cop, like undercover bodyguard thing with no family, no friends. All her friends that she hires have been divorced, have no family, have lost their kids. They're all expendable. And it's so funny because they're all like, we're going to get paid. We're going to get paid. I'm like, all you guys are fucking expendable. Like, he can just turn around and kill you all on this island, and nobody would give a shit because you have like no connection to the island. Oh my God. Or like, you know, he could get away with murder, and all you guys are idiots thinking you're going to get paid, and they're all expendable. They're all like Suicide Squad. Like, they have no family, no loved ones, no nothing. No one would care if these people went missing. And there's no timing. There's no ticking clock. The ticking clock is like, oh, we have to find it before the helicopter comes. But like, that's not a real thing to worry about. The real thing would be to worry about, like, we have a sick person at home. Like, maybe she has a daughter. Her daughter is sick and needs surgery in 3 days, but this cure would help the daughter in 3 days. You know what I mean? We got to have some real stakes here. We have emotional stakes into this thing. And this whole family thing that they shoehorned into this movie is so weird, because through the whole movie, the dad has this leg issue. Like, he like threw out his leg early on in the movie, and you think it's gonna, you think something's gonna happen. You think that there's gonna be a scene where his leg is broken. They have to drag him, and they're going to barely have to escape, or his leg gets stuck, or something's gonna happen with his leg. And they keep hinting at this leg thing through the whole movie, and nothing happens with his dad's leg. And it's almost to the point where it's like, why have it in the movie? Why? Maybe there was a scene that they had to drag him, but they just cut it out. I don't know, but it's so stupid that they're caring about this dad's leg, and nothing happens with this goddamn dad's leg. And then the boyfriend is an asshole through the whole movie, lazy asshole. I think there's like one scene. Oh yeah, the scene that we're supposed to care about is that he jumps off the boat right away to save the daughter, and he just plays it off like, yeah, I went to save her, whatever. My thing with him, to make his character arc worth it, or to show that he learned, at the end of the fucking movie, it would have been so great if the asshole boyfriend was driving the boat with like the girlfriend on his shoulder, to show that he learned responsibility from this adventure he had. But no, he is sleeping on the back of the fucking boat again. Like, it would have been so great if he had learned his lesson and became responsible to step up to be a man he is, by driving the boat at the end with the girlfriend, and then maybe the dad in the back with the little girl, like, yeah, he's a good man. But no, none of that happens. None of that happens. And this is all my Luke Coons talking. Like, this should have happened. And so there's that big scene with like the big giant, whatever, the titanosaurs, like the big giant brachiosaurs, whatever the hell they're called, the thing with the whip tails. So by the time we get to that scene, I'm fucking bored as hell. I turn to my mom and I say, Mom, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I go down the hall, and the bathroom's pretty far from this theater. So I go to the bathroom, do my business, come back. The scene's still fucking going. And whatever it was, because everyone's like, it's my favorite scene. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm fucking bored by this moment. And they shoot the canister, it goes off without a hitch. And the comical scene about this big giant dinosaur, Brachiosaurus, whatever, the Titanosaurus, whatever the hell it's called. The thing that's funny about that is that there's like 5,000 of them on this fucking island. It cuts to this shot, and they're all like migrating, and there's like thousands of them. Thousands of them. Like little ones, big ones. And I'm like, how the hell can this island hold all these, you know? Sidebar, I made a bad choice by wearing a fucking long sleeve. It's hot in here. But yeah, I'm like, how the hell can this island hold all these big Titanosauruses, right? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, the Luke brain. The Luke brain. It's just like little things. It's just like, give us something, movie. Give us something. It's my favorite scene. I was so fucking bored by that. I was bored by then. I was like, I can't do this. I have to go to use the bathroom. I just can't sit any longer. I've waited too long to see dinosaurs. I'm going to fucking go to the bathroom. And not only that, but the scene was so long, it was still going when I came back. So it's like, who cares? So we're at the, so the canister thing. My thing with the canister thing, it was way too fucking easy. Like, they got the mosasaur, like, no problem. They got the Titanosaurus, no problem. Even the pterodactyl bird thing, no problem. My idea, my Luke brain, is that during a scuffle, one of the canisters should have broken. They'd be like, shit, we can't go back. We can't go back for this. What can we do? And then, like, as they're in the lab and they're on the computer trying to find a way out of there, they find out about the D-Rex, and they find out that the D-Rex has the same blood type as the Titanosaurus or whatever, you know? And then it's like, oh shit, we have one canister left, and we already broke one. Let's try to get this D-Rex's blood so we could get a new one before we have to leave in 3 minutes on this helicopter. Like, there should have been something, movie. You can't have it so easy. Because, like, literally, it's so fucking easy that they got all this blood, no problem. No, like, there's, like, really no issue when they got all the blood. Like, there was no stakes, no nothing. Oh, yeah, and I only, like, the Rex scene. I love how everyone loves this Rex scene. They're like, it's my favorite scene in the movie. I'm like, it's a fucking 2-hour movie, and it's, like, 2 seconds in the movie, but this T-Rex scene. Granted, I like that he's, like, a natural animal, correct? He's, like, a natural animal. But the thing is, I like that he's so fucking lazy that he can't catch the little girl, and that his teeth are not sharp enough to pop the boat. Like, he has that fucking thing in his mouth. Those teeth are sharp. It's in his mouth. I think he even steps on the fucking thing. And not once does it rip the boat, nor does it pop it. That's insane. And not only that, but he's like way slow and he can't catch the little slow swimming girl. Like, he's just like slowly walking towards her. And meanwhile, allegedly, this the T-Rex named Ember is like 4 times the size of Rex, or what's her name? Is it Rexy? Oh god, Roberta, the first Rex from the Jurassic Park 1. Apparently, this Ember is like 2 or 3 times the size. So I don't get that either. But so with that being said, I think I've said most of my complaints about the movie. I can't believe I can't believe what they did to the Velociraptors. They threw them underneath the bus. And then those Lutodons or whatever, those are dumb as hell. I didn't like those. And then the other thing that was disappointing was that I wanted the scene to actually be, you know, when that song comes on, won't you stand by me? I thought there was going to be a nice cat and mouse song, like cat and mouse scene set to the song Stand By Me. And I thought that'd have been so cool where they have to be quiet. Like, in the night, when the earth upon and the land is gone on the moon. And like, it'd been so cool to have like a scene set to that song, you know, but it wasn't. It's immediately shat upon. And it's like, oh, boo. But other than that, I think that's about it. Other than that, I think that's everything. Most of it. And with that being said, I'm still going to buy the DVD. I'll watch it again, and I'll see the next Jurassic World. And let's move on to the T-Rex. Alrighty. So this is the T-Rex from Walmart. Walmart. Hangovers. Sending Christmas cards. Hangovers. Okay, we have some comments. Let's see. Site C. I'm pretty sure on, like, I don't know if it was a fan thing. They called it Site A. It's not even Site C. They called it like Site A. I don't know if that was a fan thing. Her teammate. Okay, so it wasn't her father. I got confused because I thought it was like her father in the first scene, but I guess it's the teammate all the way through. Oh, and that was awkward as hell, where it just cuts to her crying on the boat. I was like, oh god, this is awkward. It's so awkward. Oh, it was her. It was reversed. So it was a teammate in the car, and then her mom on the boat. Okay. Yeah. I thought the Altoids thing sucked. It sucked. Like when I was watching them, like that could have been cut. That could have been cut. Yeah, I didn't like that couple. Oh yeah, it was gross. Gross. I got those vibes too. Yeah, it's so fucking gross. Oh no, not the Luke brain. Not the Luke brain. Are there any dinosaurs on your dinosaur show? Exactly. The T-Rex needs pigtails. Pigtails. So here we go. I like this Rex because it reminds me of the old school dinosaurs. See how like stubby he is? This is almost like Rex from Toy Story. Look at him. Oops, I hit the camera lens. But yeah, look at him. It's so cute, little Ember. Oh, I like the details on it too. They've gotten better with the paint job. Like this should have been the color of the original Rex because like all the original Rexes are like brown, but like this is fine. This is cool. But yeah, I like how Mattel's been really growing with their Jurassic World stuff. But yeah, this is a must buy. I've been wanting to get that pterodactyl thing, but it's like $40. And it's like, I don't know if I like that pterodactyl thing enough to get it for $40. Okay, so also, here's a little dinosaur pack I got from BJ's. I love picking these things up from BJ's because they're like bootleg dinosaur toys. Like these are clearly using like molds stolen from other toy companies to make a different toy. And I love that. I love that. And these are always difficult to open because they got zip ties. And you know what's funny about all that Jurassic World stuff? It's like I know I shouldn't complain because it's just a dumb dinosaur movie for kids. But like it bothers me that I'm like all these. Oh, and then the other thing too is the reason why I really don't want to complain too much is because I know there was some backdoor shenanigans with Jurassic World Rebirth. So like after Jurassic World Dominion was finished, right? Fucking Spielberg had a secret meeting with David Coop to write a script. And him and Spielberg worked on several drafts of the script without telling Frank Marshall or their other producer. I forgot what the other producer's name is. I think it's like Steve Crowley or something. But Spielberg secretly started working on the Jurassic World Rebirth script without telling the guys who fucking owned the franchise. So when they started working on it, Spielberg was like, oh no, I've been working on scripts with David Coop. We're already on a draft number 5. So like there's all that shenanigans. That reminds me of like Back to the Future shenanigans. So like this is shenanigans with Jurassic World Rebirth. So he's working on a secret script with David Coop. And then it's rushed, right? Because of the writer's strike and then the actor's strike. So that's like half a year that they're falling behind, right? So they have to rush this thing into production. They have to get a guy who is known for special effects. Because the thing that made me sad about this movie is that there's hardly any practical effects. It's mostly visual effects, and like you could tell because they're rushing the goddamn script. So here we go. This is a fun little Dilophosaurus. Look at that. And then there's this little Stegosaurus, and I like the cheesy sound effects it makes. Hang on. How do I make it? Little cheesy dinosaur effect. But where's the JP3 merch? It's funny. I have them at work, but BJ's actually uses the JP3 sculpts from the toys for some of their merch, which I find hilarious. I do want to share this just because I did open him early because I had to go see Superman. So I opened up my Lex Luthor early before the show, but I wanted to show him off. This is Nicholas Hoult. He's one of my favorite actors now. He's up to something. I like how he was like, bitch, look at the resume, because they're like, this is what the actors got paid for it, and he got paid $2 million for Superman. I was like, holy shit. He was like, look who I worked for. He's like, aha, bitch, please. I worked for George Miller for a little movie called Mad Max Fury Road. It's like, that's hilarious. He got that paid. I got this just because I thought it was fun. So these are like retro toys of the Power Rangers. I was never a Power Rangers kid, but when I saw this in the store, I was like, I gotta get this because I just think of her like, Power Rangers. So I was like, I had to get her. Oh man, I gotta commit to the bit. I'm fucking hot. So then I saw Superman. I don't really have much to say about Superman other than I enjoyed it. I think the only story I really have about Superman is that when I saw the trailer before Jurassic World, it gave me like the ooh no, because I wanted to go in blind, right? I really did. But then before Jurassic World, they showed the Superman trailer, and then I noticed like they didn't really have a lot of locations. Like it was like the city, battlefield, like the office, and I'm like, oh no, is there only like a few like locations? And there was only a few locations, but still, because I think when I saw the movie, it kind of gave me like, oh, this takes place like during the week of a Superman adventure. Like literally, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, it's like it really is just like the week of a Superman adventure. But I was so worried. I was like, oh, geez, does this mean it's going to be like a small movie? Like, what kind of movie am I walking into? It just gave me that feeling. But luckily, the movie was good. Went to see it. I think, I went in there on time because it said, I think I just missed the DC logo. Because I definitely saw the opening title card where it was like 300 million years ago, 300 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 days ago, 3 minutes ago. I saw all that stuff, so I made it in time for that. But the movie was good. I liked it. It was fun. No complaints here. But it was funny because like a week after the movie came out, my friend Win from California, he started texting me. He's like, that Superman movie sucks. And I'm like, oh, God. Because I know that I'm famously known for liking DC movies. And, like, Win never texts me. So when I get a text of him saying, Superman sucks, I'm thinking, like, oh, God. Is he doing this to, like, make fun of me? Because, like, honestly, like, I'm famous for dressing up as, like, Superman for the Justice League. I was counting down to Justice League. I have the Batman, Superman cardboard standees in my office. I have a signed poster by Jason Momoa. I have like all these Batman toys. It's known that I like DC more than MCU. So when I got the text, I was just like, oh God. And I'm like, when are you texting me to make me feel sad because I like Superman, or did you want me to join in hating the movie with you? And he's like, I wanted you to join in me with hating about the movie. And I'm thinking like, what was there to hate about the movie? Because I was like really thinking like, yeah, sure, it's a mess, but like it's literally a week of Superman, right? And he's such like the character, like they pound it in your head. Superman is such like a country boy where he just sees good as good and bad as bad, right? He doesn't see bipartisanship. He doesn't see country lines. He just sees lives, and he wants to save lives. He wants to save kids. He wants to save animals. He cares about life. He's a good man. And I'm just thinking like, what is there to complain about this movie? Like, I was like, really, like, what? And I was just like, when I don't want to complain about Superman. There's nothing to complain about Superman. And there's so many different versions of Superman. Just go back to the original one, just go back to like, Smallville. And he's like, but that's the point. I shouldn't have to go back. I shouldn't have to do this. And it's my God-given right to criticize Superman. And I'm just thinking like, But is there anything really to criticize? Like, it's a pretty straightforward, like, mess of a movie, but it's fun. Like, Mr. Terrific is awesome. The multiple dimensions is cool. Um, Daily Planet's great. Lois Lane is a bitch, but like she always kind of is, you know. So it's like everything seems to be on the up and up. I have like no complaints. Um, and then when through the thing that made me go like, oh, your opinion's almost not valid. Like I don't even want to listen to your opinion. But apparently he was watching a Superman bootleg on a streaming service on in a brightly lit fluorescent room while working on his computer, and next to his computer there's like a horizontal like vertical monitor, and the movie's like this big on the horizontal monitor, and I'm like, you can't say the movie sucks when you're half watching it in a fluorescent room with a bootleg on a screen this size. It's like, no. Like, if you're going to complain about Superman, you got to be like Luke. You got to take a bus ride, a boat ferry, you know, take an airplane, walk, drink some orange juice, sit in the theater, and then if you didn't like it, then you can complain. But like, if you're gonna complain and then you're telling me you watched a bootleg on a screen this big, it's like, shut the hell up. You're supposed to see it with like a group of friends or be in the moment to watch the movie. That's when you can complain. Like when you spend movie monies to go there, like with me in Jurassic World, like we spent our movie monies. We spent movie monies on our moving seats. We have a right to complain. But if you're gonna complain about a movie that's fucking the tablet size in a brightly lit room, no. Not at all. I'm not going to accept that complaint. So there is that. Well, yeah, I like the movie Superman. Um, I can't wait to see more. It was a mess, but it's not a mess to make me hate it. And not only that, but like I feel like every time you were going to be like, okay, we can move on, the scene moved on. Like I kind of felt that with the argument between Lois and Clark. I'm like, okay, we can move on. I got it. I got it. But then by the time you're starting to say that, the scene moves on. And then even with the final action scene between him and Ultraman, it's like, okay, move on. And then we move on. And even with when he's fighting the Judge Doom girl with the spinning hands, it's like, all right, let's move on. They move on. So there's that. And I can't wait to see what they do with Batman. And it cracks me up that everyone wants Robert Pattinson Batman to be with the Superman. And it's like, no. Like Robert Pattinson Batman is such a joke if he were in this world of Superman. I don't know, in my opinion, because the Superman world is so big and so flamboyant with all these characters and all these worlds and all these universes. Like you need a Batman with the giant animatronic T-Rex and the big giant Two-Face coin in his cave. Like you need that kind of Batman. You need the Batman that has like a fucking like Batmobile that transforms into like a regular car. Like you need that. You need that kind of Batman for this universe. You need like the Batman animated series Batman for this. You need something that's bigger. You can't just have Robert Pattinson who's playing Halloween and Trick or Treats as a fucking penguin. You know, you need something more. You need something more than that. Yeah, that opinion isn't valid. Yeah, I know. When he shared that screen of watching a bootleg, he's like, "But it's pretty good quality." I'm like, "Fuck off." It's like, nah, I can't accept that opinion. Yeah, I know. The sad thing is, James Gunn is like, you can't have campy Batman, but I'm like, you kind of do. You kind of need like George Clooney Batman for this world. You can't have like maybe he can be a dark Batman, but like he needs to have the fucking giant coin. He needs to have a giant dinosaur. He needs that stuff in his repertoire. He needs like Riddler and Two-Face and all that shit. Like that needs to be in this world. We can't have little Robert Pattinson. No. I love Robert Pattinson Batman. I'm not saying that's a bad Batman. I'm just saying it don't match the tone of this new Superman. Speaking of which, wasn't Hot Girl amazing? Isn't she the best? Immediately after the movie was over, I went to get the Hot Girl. I feel bad that McFarlane didn't do it. I think he was playing it safe because after what happened to Black Adam and all those fucking peg warmer characters, which were mostly female, if I recall. So I think he was just playing it safe. I don't blame him. He's about to lose the DC license. He doesn't want any peg warmers out there. I get it. But Hot Girl was awesome. She's the best. And I love how everyone just keeps sharing that screen grab of her about to throw the guy, and it just looks like, ooh, Richie, ooh. It just gives me that vibe whenever I see her in that picture, because she's like, I'm not Superman. It's like, woo, yeah, you're not Superman. Ooh. Hercules. So this is that, what is it, Spin Master? This is the Spin Master Hot Girl, which is good. Good quality. Does what it needs to do. This is great. I know, I need Guy too. There's only one guy left at Walmart, but he had this big fucking gash, like paint bubble. You know how there's like a little like mislevel of paint? There was like a big giant paint thing on his cheek. I was like, fuck. So I didn't get him, and then I went to Walmart the next week after that. It's still the same guy. So that people haven't been buying him. But Hot Girl is awesome. Oh, I should say, like, I wish give shout out to the baby scene in Superman. My mom got so emotional. She's like, "No, not the baby!" When Superman has to save the baby from the black hole. Oh, that cracked me up. Somebody online was like, "Superman yells black hole to nobody," and I was like, "Oh, that's just like Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible when he's like torpedo door or torpedo shuttle." When he says that to nobody, it's the same thing that happens with Superman. He's like, black hole. Oh yeah, look at that. She's even got the trunk. Pop that trunk. Oh yeah, there we go. We got Hot Girl. That's cool. What else happened in Superman? Oh yeah, there's Mr. Terrific. We got Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific, look at you, Mr. Terrific. He is so fucking cool. And I love that scene at the end when the guy's like, I can help you. And he's like, I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. I don't need your help. And it's so good. It is so good. Oh, yeah, I still don't know if I want to keep the build pieces. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get the Metaforso, because the Metaforso, or whatever his name is, Metamorpho, like, he was okay, but, like, I don't think I'll get his action figure. He didn't speak to me as a character. Like, he was fine. He was good. He was serviceable. He did what he needed to do for the plot. But, like, he's not a favorite. He was no Mr. Terrific. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. I just like Mr. Terrific was, like, so awesome. There's no other word to describe him. Mr. Terrific was awesome. Although I am sad that he's kind of a peg warmer. I went to Walmart recently, and, like, there was tons of them. There was tons of McFarlane Mr. Terrific figures, and I was like, oh, that's sad. Mr. Terrific is awesome. He just smushes that guy's face. He absolutely does. Oh my god, and Nicholas Hoult is so fucking good as Lex. And you know what's so funny? When he does the revolver scene, I immediately thought of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Then after thinking about it for a while, I'm like, oh no, it's not Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. He is fucking Hans Gruber from Die Hard, which makes it even cooler. Because what Hans Gruber does is exactly what he does, where he's like, hang on, let's, I can always get that later. It was the foot peg. I didn't know if I wanted to pull the foot peg. But he's in Die Hard. Hans Gruber is like, I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. And then he shoots Mr. Takagi. And then he shoots Alice. Because that's what the whole scene was. Because he even quotes Hans Gruber verbatim. Because he's like, maybe I'll get to somebody you do care about. And I'm like, oh shit, he's fucking Hans Gruber. That's so fucking cool. So yeah, like freaking Lex Luthor was totally Hans Gruber. Which is great. But yeah, Nicholas Hoult was so cool. He was like the greatest. He totally earned that $2 million. And he's definitely going places. And that made me so excited. There was like a quote online that's saying, Hollywood insiders are completely seeing Nicholas Hoult in a different light. And I'm like, fuck yes! Give Nicholas Hoult his WrestleMania run. Oh my God. Because like Captain Iron Dog knows, I've been a proponent, I've been a supporter of Nicholas Hoult since like the Rural Juror and all those movies. I think there was another movie that came out last year. I already forgot. I know it was Rural Juror and then The Order. I like how, what's his face? Hugh Grant was like, oh yeah, the Nazi movie. Oh my God, Mr. Terrific. Look at that. That's so cool. Hang on. Look at Mr. Terrific. Dude, I want that jacket. I want that jacket. I don't wear leather jackets, but I want that jacket. The whole scene of him when like Lois Lane is in the bubble is so cool. And it plays that song like in 5 years or whatever. It's so fun. So fun. So good. What else happens in Superman? So talk about Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult doing his WrestleMania run. He's finally getting the recognition, which I loved. That made me so happy when I said Hollywood insiders are seeing him as a completely different actor. I'm like, yes! Get that Nicholas Hoult money. Make him a goddamn star. Because he's always been there, right? He's always been Beast. He's always been lurking in the shadows as an actor, right? That's right. He was a Nosferatu. My Thomas. My Thomas. I need my Thomas. Why do you hate me? My Thomas. Yes, I love Nosferatu. Dude, Nosferatu is so fucking good. Like, that was a movie where my mom was huffing and puffing in the theater. I was like, oh, which kind of made the movie like lukewarm because my mom was like, because my mom really loves Bram Stoker Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. So that to her was just like a poor imitation, but we watched it recently because my mom's like, I want to watch Nosferatu. So we watched Nosferatu. I got it on Blu-ray. And we had a hell of a time with it. I loved the second viewing. Another actor who I want to get a next push is Aaron Taylor Joy, or what's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson. I want him to get a next push because he's in these movies. He's good, but like he's not Nicholas Hoult level yet. Like he's like early entry, right? He's like almost like jobbing out for roles. He's not Nicholas Hoult, who's like fucking Roman Reigns when he started becoming cool again. Like he's not Momoa, right? He's not head of household yet. So I want him to be head of household. I see there's some comments here. Hang on. Let me move these figures out the way. Hot girl. Hot girl. Just mushes the guy's face. You remind me, I've saved you, Sheriff C, and I can't stop laughing. I saved you, Sheriff. Oh, Mom, that's right. Oh, my God, my mom missed that part. So, like, Mom, 2 minutes before the stream, I saw my cowboy hat, and I decided to dress as Joe Cross from Eddington. We'll get to it, but, like, Eddington might be my favorite fucking movie of the year. And that's the reason why I'm dressed as him. I can't put into words. We'll get there. We gotta get to I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then we'll get to Eddington. But oh my God, I fucking love Eddington. And that, yeah, Mom, you're absolutely right. This is the guy. This is Joaquin. I'm dressed as Joaquin. And dude, Joaquin is up there too. Like after seeing Eddington, I'm like, fuck. Like Joaquin is probably like hopefully in my top 10. I don't know if I were to do this, I don't know if he would make the top 10, but he's definitely in the top 10 of my favorite actors because his I'll get to it. Oh, I can't spoil it, but like we'll get to it. But yes, Mom, I'm dressed as the sheriff from Eddington. His envy speech literally had me smiling. I'm like, that's so freaking Lex, dude. Yeah, I know his envy speech when he's talking about like, I'm after you, Superman. Like he literally had like, because I tweeted about this, like he had flashes of Uma Thurman Poison Ivy, and I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool because like I could easily see Uma Thurman Poison Ivy existing in the Superman world. Like it's on that level of like camp and fun and over the top colorfulness. Like I can't imagine George Clooney in this world. I could probably imagine like Val Kilmer Batman alongside David Cornsweet Superman, but definitely Uma Thurman could be standing next to Lex Luthor, and they would be on the same page, and it's so cool. But yeah, Nicholas Hoult in fucking Superman is just incredible. He might be my favorite Lex. I think so. Like Gene Hackman's good, but like, and I haven't really I've watched like a couple of episodes of Smallville. I mostly know the podcast more than the show, but like right now, I think Nicholas Holt's my favorite Lex Luthor. He just is. So let's talk about David Cornsweet Superman. So after I saw them, because I was iffy about getting this, right? I didn't want to get it right away and be lukewarm about the movie. I wanted to make sure I liked the movie before I got him. So I liked the movie. I purchased him. David Cornsweet is excellent as Superman. And it's already making me smile because there's been like 3 tweets where like his Superman is inspiring people to do good. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's exactly what Superman should do. And it's funny because like I still do in a way. like the Henry Cavill Superman, but like it's like night and day. There's like a clip out there where like they're sharing the clip of like David Cornsweet Superman saving the kaiju from crashing into the building and making sure everyone's okay. And then they play the clip of Henry Cavill like jumping out of the way of the truck and the truck exploding and destroying the building. That's so fucking hilarious. It's like, oh my god, completely two different Superman for their different movies. But like, oh my gosh, David did a great job. I like that he's a total fucking nerd. If you watch those interviews with him, he is absolutely a nerd. And like I thought he was just like playing it up, but like he's like me. Like there's a deleted like okay, so he did this one of my favorite shows, The Royal Court with Brewski, and she interviews like her. It's like she gets like all the hottest guys she has crushes on, but she got David Cornsweet on there, and he was so fucking nerdy about Star Wars. And then there's a deleted part of this interview that they uploaded separately because it goes on for 5 minutes. But he goes on about Casino Royale and Daniel Craig's James Bond, and I'm like, this dude is such a fucking nerd. Oh my god! And it's like you need that kind of guy to be Superman. You need the nerdy thing. That's kind of what gave like Henry Cavill that pass, because in real life Henry Cavill is a nerd. Like he would build his computer in his room, and he plays D&D and like what do you call it? He has like those little toys, Warhammer toys or whatever. So like he is a nerd, but like David is such a nerd on a different level where it's kind of crazy. And it's so funny that he was like the bad guy, the quote unquote bad guy in Twister. But like seeing him in Superman, he's like a totally different guy. He's totally like the boyish, like, I want to do good, I want to save people. And it's great. So the Superman comes with 3 different heads, even though like 3 of them are the same. Like I've seen all the toy reviews and they're correct. They're absolutely correct. But like there's like 3 of this face. And they're not that different. They're absolutely not that different. I think one has like a slight smirk, but they're both the same, or at least 3 of them are the same. Yeah, hang on. This one is giving Shooter vibes. So I'm gonna like Shooter from Happy Gilmore. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this face off. And take his face off. But yeah, it's so funny that he's just an absolute nerd. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah, this looks more like him. I don't know what they were doing with the other head. I think it looks more. I don't know. They're like literally the same. But yeah, I had to get the Superman after seeing the movie. I was like, oh, that's great. He's great. I don't like how they kind of made him. They made him a vulnerable Superman, which is cool. Like he needs the sun to heal, and I like that. He can't just be like superhuman all the time. He's like, nah, I need to recharge. I need to go back to the lab. And here you go. He comes with the cloth cape with the yellow S. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. I know everyone likes that song. I don't really like it because all it does is say that over and over. And like I don't need to listen to it. I just need to go, I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. And I get that. That's all I need. I don't need to hear the whole song. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. And here's little Crypto. Oh my gosh. I'm excited about Supergirl now. Oh my gosh. Supergirl's going to have Jason Momoa. It's going to have Supergirl. It's going to be fun. And dude, oh my gosh, speaking of Lex Luthor, oh my god, I completely forgot about this. I know I tweeted about it, so Captain Iron Dog already knows. But I kind of like that it's totally hinted that Lex Luthor wanted to get arrested. There's something about him getting in the back of that cop car. It almost looks like he wants to fucking smirk, like, I am where I need to be. And it's like, oh my fucking god. You know he does. You know that's where Lex wants to be. He's fucking around. He wants to go to the Belle Reve. He wants to go there. You know. It's so great. It's so good. So good. And I'm trying to think what else happened in the movie. I don't want to miss out on anything. You know, I don't want to be like, oh shit, I forgot to talk about this scene in Superman. Guy Gardner was cool. Hot Girl was good. The soundtrack was great. I like the song that Mr. Terrific uses when he fights all the dudes in the desert or the beach. Guy Gardner was great. My mom loved Guy Gardner. She was like, I love that all the superheroes are old. Oh yeah, that made me shocked too. I'm shocked that like David is like 2 years younger than me. I'm an old man. Which So my sister Rachel texted me. So you guys know, if you all know me, you all know what I do for a living. So you all know that I don't really do streaming services. So my sister Rachel, of course, texted me and said, "Hey, did you see that new Jaws documentary on Disney Plus?" And I'm like, no. It's like, I don't have that. I don't. Let's see. I think it's the same head you use on mine. Oh yeah, yeah, because it's got like there's like one of them like yeah, because like the original head looks too much like Shooter, but this looks like David. So I like that. I'm gonna keep that head on him. I'm good. I know. Yeah, Lex is gonna be like Lex is where he needs to be. He wants to be in fucking Belle Reve. He wants to see all those villains and crap. So that's exciting. That's definitely exciting. At no point did I feel like he's sad about being arrested. I think he really wanted to fucking smirk. And there's like, ooh, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Um, since I already opened Lex, I'm just gonna open up the other pieces. I didn't want to lose them. So I'm trying to think what else happened in Superman. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? I really don't want to miss anything. I don't want to skip out and be like, oh shit, I forgot to say that. I thought everything was great about it, I liked how the city all went Legos. In the movie, the Lego movie. Oh wait, the Lego Batman movie specifically, and how the world is splitting apart. And then in the next scene is like, it just clicks back together. I wanted Metropolis to be like that. It would have been so great. Okay, so I think that's enough about Superman. I think I've said everything I needed to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. So, the next movie on the docket, my mom was like, okay, what's next on the list? What are we seeing next? And I was like, I know what you did last summer for sure. And that was one I'm glad I stayed away from all the trailers. I did not watch any of the trailers. Oh my god, these look like Nicholas Hoult. They look like Nicholas Hoult. My Thomas. My Thomas, why do you hate me, my Thomas? You can never love me like Dracula loves me. Let's see. Oh yeah, so my mom was like, what are we seeing next? What are we seeing next? Are we seeing I Know What You Did Last Summer? I'm like, yes, we're seeing I Know What You Did Last Summer. And also, Mom, I want to see this weirdo Joaquin Phoenix movie called Eddington. It's like a weirdo Western starring him. So we looked up the show times. And, oh my God, for some reason, I Know What You Did Last Summer started at like super late. It was like it started at like 1 o'clock or like 12:30 or some shit. And then Eddington started at like 3:15. So there was like a very, very small window. There was like overlap. So I quote unquote, sort of missed the ending of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I quote unquote sort of missed the opening of Eddington. So with I Know What You Did Last Summer, so we planned it out. We're like, okay, we're going to see I Know What You Did Last Summer, and we're going to see Eddington. It's going to be great. We're going to make a day of it. So I Know What You Did Last Summer was corny. It was cheesy. It's kind of bad. But god damn it, it might be my favorite or second favorite I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. I fucking loved it. I loved how like ridiculous it was that she had the bloody red bath for her bath bomb. I liked that there was like all these like kill scenes that were like really cool. I liked how the fisherman, when he walked, his fucking footsteps were like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. They were like literally the sound effect of a tree falling. It was like boom, boom, boom. And for those who don't know, because I've hardly talked about I Know What You Did Last Summer because it really never comes up. But like to me, I'm so nostalgic for that series because it was like one of the first horror movies I was able to watch in the theater. Like it was Scream 2 and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like those are like the main ones I watched as a kid. I always liked the fisherman. I liked his look. I liked the hat. I liked the jacket. I liked the hook hand. It was always cool. And I always liked how overly complicated the plot was to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, it's not the guy. It's like the family member to the guy who knows him. It's something convoluted. I forgot what the fuck the plot is. It's like Billy Baby Blue, but it's not the guy who they hit. It's so fucking weird. I can't even fully explain it. So with this new movie, it's a brand new bunch of characters. They're all teenagers. And I like the lead girl. There's like two of them. There's like the blonde, chunky girl who I love. She's basically the new Sarah Michelle Gellar, but she doesn't hold a candle to Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I'll get to that. And then there's the new girl, and I like how the new girl is all teeth. Like she's always like, she's all teeth. She's like nothing like through the whole movie. It's like her top teeth are always showing. I love it. So I'm just gonna jump to it. Fucking full spoilers. Sorry guys, but when Sarah Michelle Gellar shows up in a flashback in the nightmare sequence, I think I scared my mom because my mom like looked at me because I was like, oh, I was like literally like a freaking like kid, like a little kid, like, oh, I lost control of my limbs. My arms went like this. I think I jumped in my seat like a little kid. And Sarah Michelle was on screen and she had the hook hand and she was like talking to the girl. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. She's back. And like, when I saw her on screen, I'm like, why isn't she in more movies? Like, she is a superstar. But I think they de-aged her, but I could hardly tell because she looks so good. Like, I think they de-aged her to look like her younger self, but she looked amazing. And then she slowly turned into a zombie version of herself, which was so fucking cool. I'm like, I need this as a movie. And I'm so glad they squeezed in Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like, I was so happy because through the whole movie, they're like, oh yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, Helen Shivers. They go see her grave scene. They see her tombstone. They see her picture on the wall. Her name's all over the place. Helen Slivers. The girl's wearing the T-shirt that says it. Silvers, whatever the hell. Shivers, that's her name. Shivers. And then when she shows up, I was so happy, guys. And then like, I was so happy when Freddie Prinze Jr. showed up. He was like Quint in Jaws. He's like, you all know me. You all know what I do for a living. You all know I survived the massacre in 97. And it made me so happy. And then it made me so happy to see Jennifer Love Hewitt as a fucking thick mama. Like she's a mamacita, mommy. Like she's fucking thick. I'm talking Bryce Dallas Howard thick. Holy fuck, she's chunky. And it's like, that might have been in her contract because like Bryce Dallas Howard had to lose fucking half her body whenever she did the Jurassic World movies. But like whenever she was promoting them, she was like mamacita, mommy. That's what Jennifer Love Hewitt is in this movie. She's fucking thick. And I'm sure she says, I'm not doing the movie to lose weight. I'm going to be in the movie as myself because she's amazing. She's like regular human and it's so great. And I'm so glad I avoided the trailers because right now I'm talking all spoilers. But apparently they gave a lot of the shit away in the trailers because towards the end, there's like a twist and it cuts to Jennifer Love Hewitt and she's like, what are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for? And it's like, oh my God, because I didn't think they were going to do it. I know I should have clicked in my head. They should have, of course, done it. But like it was so far into the movie. So when she says, what are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for? It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Holy shit. This is like what God wanted. And again, like I'm like doing this in the theater. Like I must have some sort of like ism or some shit because like literally, because my mom was looking at me like, what, are you all right? Because I was so excited about the Sarah Michelle Gellar scene and I was excited about what are you waiting for? And then I was so excited because there's a great line in this movie. I cracked up. Nobody else did. My favorite line, and I know what you did last summer, was how about we just go away, guys? How about we just take a boat and fuck off to the Bahamas? And Freddie Prinze Jr. looks to him and says, for details I won't get into, that's a terrible fucking idea. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. And that tells me that the second movie is canon. Apparently it is canon because Brandy shows up in the mid-credit scene. I didn't see that because I was seeing Eddington, or going to see Eddington. But yeah, I fucking loved I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's cheesy, it's corny, it's tiny, it's a little loony, it's a little cartoony, it's invading your TV, but I liked it. I loved it. I want more of it. I can't wait to watch it on home video. And when I was watching it, I was like, there's so many scenes I could be using for my mashups. So many fucking scenes. It was incredible. I even like the twist. The twist is so ridiculous. And like me and my mom were like, we got to wait for the person who has the cut on the arm. Who has the cut on the arm? And then they showed who had the cut on the arm. I was like, oh my God. I just felt like I was at a church revival. I just felt like, yes, the Lord is in this room with me in this theater watching this movie because it's everything I ever wanted from I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel. Because there's even a cool fucking scene where they think like a preacher man is the killer. So when the cops swarm the building, it shows him like he's at the altar praying, and all the cops come in, and then you find out that he's been posed there. His eyes have been like plucked out, and his hands are tied to make it look like he's posing church, like in church. And I'm like, this is, oh God, why don't you be hallelujah? I feel the Lord in this regal cinema. Hallelujah. It was so amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes, Captain Iron Dog. She's fucking thick. She's like the fucking asteroid in Armageddon. She's like the size of fucking Texas. Oh my God. Amazing. In a good way. Respectfully. Not in a derogatory way. So, speaking of derogatory, here we go. We have thick Rogue from X-Men. Guys, when I screamed, I hollered. When I saw this Rogue in Target, I was like, oh my God, it's Rogue. I feel the Lord in this Target. Oh my God. But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer was great. And it just makes me love, it made me love the old cast, because for some goddamn reason, I think it's just because everyone's too pretty. Oh my God, I have to explain that too. Oh my gosh. But everyone's so pretty in the new cast. Seeing the old 90s cast was just like, it just felt like a breath of fresh air. It felt so great to seeing a thick mamacita. It felt great seeing a gravelly voice Freddie Prinze Jr. It felt great seeing a de-aged Sarah Michelle Gellar. It felt like seeing movie stars again for the big screen. And it was, again, just enough where it didn't overbear the movie. And I liked that they all seemed like they wanted to be there. They didn't seem like Nev Campbell in Scream 5. Like, seriously, Nev Campbell is so fucking bored in Scream 5. So fucking bored. Like, I will admit that. Nev Campbell is so fucking bored in Scream 5. But, like, it's so fun to see them together again on the big screen. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. So here we are. This is my Rogue. My Rogue. Look at her. I saved $344 by getting this Rogue. Rogue, my queen. My queen, Rogue. Rogue. I'm just doing the pose from the meme, guys. The meme. Because it's Rogue. Rogue is so cool. Like, look how iconic this fucking outfit is. The green leather jacket, the green and yellow. She's fucking cool with the white hair, the fucking accent. She's great. I love Rogue. Rogue is one of my favorites. And like whenever they release her, I'll get that version of that figure. I love Rogue. 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 Oh, yes, that meme. Okay. So I did hint at it earlier, but and I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's so fucking weird because all these pretty, beautiful people have like rich houses and mansions. So like they all have like these automatic doors and like rich looking houses, unrealistic housing, automatic doors, automatic timer lights. But the weird thing is, like, some of the furniture in the house looks like too personal. Like, I've seen rich people houses online. There's like no personality. But in this movie, they have like a conch shell with like a little like netting and like a little sandy beach photo. And I'm like, they wouldn't have that in a rich person's house. That's way too cheesy. But I'm like, that's the production design. That's the production artist. Like, okay, what can I do in this house without damaging the house too much? And give it a little bit of personality, but not too much, because it's a big, giant fucking mansion house, and I can't clutter it. So they did what they could to give it personality, but it's so kind of corny because there's like a conch shell, a beach picture, a netting thing. I think there might even be like a seagull. It's that kind of corny, which is funny. But I mentioned that because the next movie was Eddington. So right after the killer reveal and they kill the killer and I Know What You Did Last Summer, I bounced. The movie was still going. I bounced. I went to the lobby. I got my refill. I bought the Smurfette. And I went to the next theater, which was Eddington. My favorite movie of the year, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Clifton Collins Jr., Emma Stone, fucking Elvis Presley himself, and who else is in it? Oh my God, everybody's in it. All the stars are here. But so Eddington is about this small town sheriff named Joe Cross, and it takes place during COVID. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to see this movie, because I was like, I need some catharsis. I need to see something that what we went through. And I'm glad that there's something about it that talks about it. Like, legitimately. Like, I want to see a movie about COVID. I want to see them talk about it. And I know it's Ari Aster. He did Hereditary. He did Midsummer. it's going to be fucking weird. It's going to have this weird shit that really makes you think and makes you really think about the movie and what's going on and stuff like that. So I knew it was going to be movie money's worth. I just want to say, like, real quick, I got spooked by Nosferatu in my camera because I just saw him behind me on my camera. So I just want to say, Becky Boo, Nosferatu got me just now because it just caught me in my eye that Nosferatu is right there. So this is a small town sheriff. Takes place like in the height of COVID. So it like takes place like the end of May, April of 2020. And it's too fucking real. Like how they yell at poor Joe Cross. Like Joe Cross is all by himself in his fucking cop car. And they bust his balls about wearing a mask in his cop car. And he's like, but I'm by myself. And they're like, put the fucking mask on. And it's like, oh my God. And it just gave me flashbacks. It gave me catharsis about like what we went through during COVID. Because there's like a lot of shit. And it was so funny because throughout the movie, people were laughing at different things that made fun of COVID and all the things that happened during COVID. Like there was a scene where Joaquin Phoenix gets his nose tested for COVID. There was a dude who bust out laughing because he must have went through that all the time during COVID, getting checked through the nose. Because in the scene, Joaquin Phoenix wants to have like a small talk, like he wants to have like small talk, and then the doctor just shoves the thing in his nose to do the COVID check, and the guy just busted up laughing. The thing I busted up laughing at was the black squares during the BLM thing, because I remember how everyone did that, but then it came out that, oh no, you're taking away from the real problem. The black squares are literally just hiding the issue. Stop doing that. Because that's what happened. I remember there were so many black squares, and all those black squares actually hid the real important issues that were happening during those protests. And I just remember how everyone did that. I was like, oh my God. And that they talk about that in this movie. And the thing is, it makes fun of everybody. And the main point of it is that people nowadays are all in their own world. Like Joe Cross is like a sheriff from the old, like he's like someone like me who misses the old times, where it's just like he thinks things are simple. Like he want like good is good, bad is bad. Like he's just a simpleton. Like Joe Cross is a simpleton. Like he's a fucking like he's just a simpleton. And like everyone is in their own different world. Like the mom is a conspiracy theorist, and then his wife is of the cult, and then the kid is trying to fake it to get with this girl. The girl has good intentions, but she is so in over her head, and like it's comical because they're in a small town, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's another kid who's trying to get back at another guy, but they're all in their own worlds and they're all against each other, and there's like no connection. And Pedro Pascal, oh my God, there's a great moment in this movie where Joaquin Phoenix gets a phone call like, hey, there's a disturbance at the bar. And he goes to the bar, and there's like fucking 3 people all talking in there. And I remember during COVID, people would do that. There's like strict rules about COVID, but they're all having this get together, and it's like, oh, it's it's a mayor meeting. It's okay. And Joe Cross is like, I thought it was takeout drinks only. Why is there 3 people in there? What's going on? It's just like, oh my God, it's giving me flashbacks. But like, Ari Aster like hits everybody, left, right, center, and he just wants to showcase how everyone's not connecting. No one's on the same page. No one understands each other. Everyone is believing their own reality. Like Joe Cross believes in his own reality. Fucking Pedro Pascal is his own reality, because Pedro Pascal is like thinking of his own political thing. And oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't watch the fucking trailer, because spoiler alert. So in the movie, Joe Cross is at like his lowest. It's right before he snaps. And that whole scene had me on my edge of my seat because I thought he was going to snap at that moment, but he snaps later. But Joe Cross is at his lowest point, right? And he gets called to the noise disturbance at the mayor's house. He goes to the mayor's house. And I like how the sign says, no one's standing 6 feet of each other, but they're all crowded together because it's a fucking campaign party. And it's like just showing how the hypocrisy of the whole thing was. And like how this guy's supposed to be like, wear a mask and you should do this. Meanwhile, his parties are everyone less than 6 feet of each other. And Joe Cross, you're following him, and he turns down the music, and the perfect song. It's Katy Perry's Firework. He turns it down. And then Pedro Pascal's like, hey, turn the music back up. So Pedro turns the music back up, and Joaquin turns it down again. And Joaquin is so fucking pathetic at this point of the movie. Fucking Pedro Pascal slaps him, and he just like takes it, and Joe Cross is like, oh. And then like Pedro Pascal slaps him again, and I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna fucking snap? Because after that scene, it literally just like follows Joe Cross out the party, and you just see everyone looking at Joe Cross. I swear to God, I thought he was gonna get in his truck and drive through the party because it's high tension. This is like the breaking point, and it's so fucking good. Oh my! I love Eddington. It's a neo western. It deals with all this shit, the hypocrisy, the masks. Oh my gosh, there's so many things going on. And it just shows how everyone's disconnected, and we're never going to go back to the way it was. We'll never be on the same page. We're in the new future now, because the irony is that there's a brand new data center that's being built in the background, right? So it's about data, like that. There's going to be more data, and there's so much data out there, and that it puts everyone on different pages and different wavelengths. So no one agrees with each other, and everyone's against each other. But the movie was so good, at least to me. It was so good. I had a blast watching it. It's darkly funny because it makes fun of all these things, or at least it just points out, like, isn't this kind of ridiculous? Isn't it kind of weird that we all went through this? And oh my gosh. And I like how it's sort of like a heightened reality. It almost becomes Big Lebowski at a moment, especially during the airplane scene. If you saw the movie, you know what I talk about. So there's an airplane scene after Joe Cross is like, we got attacked by Antifa. And there's an airplane coming in, and it's like, oh shit, we're going like full Lebowski here. We're going crazy world here. And then like the third act is fucking crazy action movie. And I love it because Joaquin Phoenix shows his strength as a fucking actor. Because not only is he like a fucking almost like lovable buffoon in this movie, because he's so pathetic, but at the end of the movie, because he's like asthmatic. So at the end of the movie, not only is he dealing with having COVID, because in the movie you find out that he got it. He's like coughing and sweating during the final third act of the movie. And like, he's got a phone message that says, Joe Cross, your email came in and your results came in for your COVID test. So for the whole movie, he's acting that he has COVID. He's hyperventilating because he runs out of his allergenic medicine. So he's like, he's like running, like, because he's out of shape. It's like Joaquin Phoenix. He's not in shape, right? So he's like running through the desert, and there's maybe crack up because he's running, right? And he runs on top of this roof of this building, and he falls through. And it fucking cracks me up because it shows him, like, you know, he's on the ground on this table, and the fucking table says Geronimo. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious, because, you know, it's all those old movies like Geronimo when they jump. So it's like on the ground, and it says Geronimo. Oh my God, Captain Iron Dog. Holy fuck, there's so much Native American shit. It makes up for the drought we've had since Oppenheimer and Barbie. For those who don't know, in Oppenheimer, there was like, we should give the land back to the Native Americans. And that's a big giant laugh. And then the big giant laugh is like the smallpox blankets in the Barbie movie. So in this movie, we have a Native American cop who's also investigating, right? And there's a whole scene about like, Joe Cross is like, look, sir, we respect your sovereignty and your sovereign land. We respect that. We respect your authority. It's a Native American people. And it just fucking cracked me up because it's Joaquin Phoenix in this outfit, and he's been slapped twice, I think, by this point. So he's like, we respect the sovereignty. And this Native American, they call him Butterball behind his back, but because his native name is like Butterfly or some shit. Oh my gosh, it was so great. Oh God, Captain, I don't want to spoil it because there's a great fucking moment with the fucking Native American during the final scene. I won't spoil it for you, but there's something that bust out laughing. The whole theater bust out laughing during the final scene because I don't know if you saw the trailer, or the Instagram reels, but there's a scene where Joaquin Phoenix is like running away from Antifa, and he busts into the gun storage because there's like a gun store. He breaks into in there, and he comes out with this big giant World War II machine gun, and he's like, he's like fucking shooting it. I won't spoil it, but there's a great scene with the fucking Native American during that scene. Holy fuck. But yeah, they go on about sovereignty and native land, and then it's so funny because this Native American guy is smart. He's on the case. He understands there's something going on. And Joaquin Phoenix is such a fucking buffoon. It's so good. Fuck. I love Eddington. Oh my God. It's definitely my favorite of the movie of the year. I keep thinking about it. I keep thinking of scenes. I keep thinking of like Joaquin's facial tics in the movie, like when he's like on his cell phone or when he's in the store not wanting to wear a mask and he's buying the groceries for the old man, and how he wants to do good for his community, but it's like an uphill battle. He'll never win because like we're beyond that world that he believes in. It's so good. It is so good. I fucking loved it. Maybe if you don't see it in the theater, at least rent it when he comes out on home video, Captain Iron Dog. But I fucking loved. I loved Eddington. So we're almost done here. So we're here to the Fantastic Four. I got the Human Torch. I lucked out with this. So I had like a half day, or I was off on a Friday, and I went to Walmart. And god damn it, they had all 4 Fantastic Four characters, and I was like, god damn it. So I picked them all up, and I was so happy that they had this one. I don't want the regular Human Torch, because it doesn't make sense to have a regular Human Torch. So I have him. He's cool. I like the transparent plastic. He's red. It's awesome. I'm glad I have it. I'm looking forward to the movie. It's going to be great. And then we got the Thing here. Look at the Thing. Isn't he great that he can communicate? Dude, I'm so excited to see the Thing. Like, he seems cool. And I'm really wondering. I'm wondering if, like, my theory is that the Fantastic Four lose. And that the Thing that... Because everyone's going to believe that, you know, Reed Richards is working on a plan. But I think his plan was just self-preservation. I think that's going to be the twist. That's going to be the twist. Hang on, let's see this. This is a text from my mamas. My mamas. Is this a text from my mamas? No, it is not. It's just my friend Whitney. Whitney. Give me that transparent red figure. Oh, yeah, absolutely. When I saw the regular figure, I'm like, yeah, I kind of get the point, but, like, I don't want the regular one. I just, give me that red one. I kind of wish this one had the sweater, but it's okay. This is, like, the Thing. This is, if you want to have the Thing... This is the kind of thing you want. I like it. I like the details on this. This looks fantastic. No pun intended. But yeah, I like his little feet. I like how he looks. I'm kind of excited about it now. I'm looking forward to it because everything's been good so far. Superman was good. Jurassic World was like, yeah. Eddington was like fucking... Eddington was amazing. I don't know if anyone else will like it, but I like Eddington. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to watch it over and over again. Like, I want to watch it again. Like, that's great. Like, just fucking crazy. Like, there's the scene where Emma Stone brings her cult boyfriend to the dinner party, and he's just, like, out on fucking Pluto, and, like, Joe Cross has no fucking clue what he's talking about, or he's just like, what is this man? Who is this man? Joe Cross. What a character. Like, that is, oh my God. He is such a simpleton buffoon. Joaquin Phoenix does that so well. Oh my gosh. I wish he came with an extra head. Yeah. I noticed that about these Fantastic Four figures. Like, I feel like they only had like a certain amount of budget because I think Silver Surfer has the most stuff. And so does Reed Richards. Yeah. Dude, this was the one I ordered first. So this was on Big Bad Toy Store where I was like, fuck, well, I got to get Silver Surfer. That's the one I want the most. So she was the one I wanted to get. Captain Iron Dog knows what I'm talking about. There was that fan art posted today online on Twitter. I was like, oh, yee, yee. I was like that when I saw that fan art. I was like, yee. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I'm so excited to see the Silver Sofa. I want to see the Silver Sofa, guys. I'm so excited to see the Silver Sofa. Captain Underdog. Yeah. I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, she comes with 3 extra hands. I'll probably replace it with, like, the normal open hands, because that's what you do with a Silver Surfer. I don't want her with a fist or anything. Look how cool she is! Silver Surfer! I have the Silver Surfer! The Silver Surfer! Look at the details! The details, Captain Iron Dog! The details of the Silver Surfer! She's so cool. She comes with her surfboard, and she comes with her little bass. Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor. Me and little brother join my friend now. Dude, Captain Iron Dog, Margot Robbie, the 50-foot woman. I want that advertising. I want her to be stepping on cars. I want her stepping through buildings. I want it to be size doesn't matter. I'm ready for Margot Robbie now. Because I was like, I need a break from Margot Robbie. But after they said she's going to be the 50 tall woman, I was like, I'm there. I'm in the church. Yes, pray Jesus. The Lord is in this theater with us right now. This is what he wanted. Okay, let me switch out the hands right away. The silver sofa. Silver sofa. Captain Iron Dog, day one. Exactly. Day one for fucking Margot Robbie is the 50-foot tall woman. Oh my gosh. Hell yes. Day one. Dude, Captain Iron Dog, Godzilla 1998. Am I right? Am I right? Like fucking Godzilla 1998. Am I right? That movie's so fucking good. And I get the hate, but like, why the hate? It's like, why do you hate it? Why would you do such a thing? Oh yeah, fuck yeah. This is awesome. I kind of wish there was 2 foot pegs, but 1 foot peg is good enough, I guess, I suppose. No, I wish there was 2 foot pegs. And I wish it was a little taller, because this foot peg is a little short. But look at the details, Captain Iron Dog. Look at the details with the silver sofa. She's the silver sofa. Riding on a sound wave. Dun, 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 dun. On the magic school bus. Step inside. Achoo! On the magic school bus. Let's see. A little longer shot on the body. On that one body. Day one, exactly. There's no hate in my book. There's no hate in my heart. It's so funny, too, because people were like, the Silver Surfer's stupid. It's woke. I'm like, it's a fucking woman. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. It's a woman. Let them mix it up a little bit, all right? Let her surf. Let it's like I'm quoting like Will Ferrell from Eastbound and Down. Let the boy watch. Let the girl surf. Let the Silver Surfer surf. But yeah, Captain Iron Dog, day one. Margot Robbie's the 50-foot woman. Yes. Like, I can see that. I want them to film a teaser trailer for that movie. Like, it needs to be perfect. Reed Richards, a.k.a. The guy from Eddington. He was so funny in Eddington, too. Oh, my gosh. It was great. Look at his hands. Look at his hands, Captain Iron Dog. He's got hands. Silver Surfer, Mr. Fantastic. Jurassic. Jurassic 4. Uh-oh. Oh no, how am I supposed to do that? 1A. Look how his arm came off. How am I gonna take it off, Captain Iron Dog? There we go. Oh my gosh. What a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Look at that. Look at that. Mr. Stretch. Oh yeah, boy. Fantastic. Oh yeah, fantastic. There's no hate in my book. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Godzilla. Yeah, Godzilla fucking 98 rules. It fucking rules, Captain Iron Dog. It's the greatest. It's amazing. Exactly. But we have Mr. Fantastic here. He's great. Oh my gosh, last but certainly not least, for the Fantastic Four toys, we have my fucking favorite character of all time, Invisible Woman. I fucking love Invisible Woman. Sue Storm is the best. I like the whole aesthetic of Sue Storm in any iteration or whatever, interpretation. I love the blue outfit. I love her invisibility. I love how, like, it works with her emotions and shit like that. It's fantastic. Again, no pun intended. I think I just have that in the back of my mind. I have that in the back of my mind. And there she is. Isn't she great? Isn't she beautiful? I just wish she was transparent, but I'm sure we'll get that down the line. Farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Oh my gosh. I'm fucking sweating in here. Oh my god. My Eddington cosplay was funny, but oh my gosh. Oh shit, I can't spoil that either because my mom said that scene. She quoted that scene, but I can't spoil it. There's a fucking hilarious scene in Eddington. God damn it, me and my mom cracked the fuck up. But yeah, it has to deal with that line where he says, I saved you, Sheriff. I saved you. And it's so fucking hilarious. Oh my god. I saved you, Sheriff. I saved you. So let's put her effect on. She doesn't come with transparent arms or anything, but she does have the little transparent magic effect. So that's cool. But yeah, she's my favorite. So I'm glad I have these. I'll probably bring them to the theater with me on Friday. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this. So I got this from Walmart. I thought it was hilarious. It's a shopping cart. The reason why I got this is because I want to do like a display on my new shelf that I ordered. I want to do a recreation of the Jackass movie poster, but with the Thunderbolts. I want to have like Sentry and U.S. Agent and all of them in the cart. That'd be cool. I want them to do that. Yeah, but they sell this at Walmart. It's so cool. And to me, that Jackass poster is so iconic of all those guys in the huge, giant, oversized grocery cart. And since the characters in Thunderbolts are buffoons, I was like, oh man, that's so perfect to have them all posed in this grocery cart. Oh shit, come on. Yeah, here it is. So I want to display all the Thunderbolts in this kind of cart. All right. One more thing and then the stream will be over. We have the Stegosaurus from the Lost World. Again, I don't know why it says Jurassic World. It should say the Lost World. I don't know why they changed that because I think when they first released these, like when they had the T-Rex, it said Jurassic Park. So now they all say Jurassic World for some reason. I don't know. But at least the logo is right on the side for that and on the back. So it says, admiring the distinctive plates and spiked tail, Dr. Sarah Harding comes close to a young Stegosaurus while trying to capture a photo. The noise from her camera causes the Stegosaurus herd to go on an attack. Dude, Sarah Harding's so dumb. Like, it never bothered me as a kid, but now as a fully grown 34-year-old adult, I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing that blood-soaked jacket? The blood's not going to come off. You're on Dinosaur Island. They're going to sniff that jacket. You're an idiot. You're a fucking moron. What are you doing? Like, it never clicked to me as a kid. It was just like, it's Sarah Harding. It's whatever, you know? Never thought of it. Never crossed my mind. But now that I'm a 34-year-old Luke Coons, I'm like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Why'd I take a bus and why'd I take the tram? Why'd I leave my house? Why'd I come here? I'm kidding. I love The Lost World. Dude, watching The Lost World kind of pissed me off because there's so much practical effects in the movie. Like, towards the end with the Velociraptors, there's so much practical shit they do with the Velociraptors. I'm like, why can't they do this with the new movies? Why can't they? Captain Iron Dog, why? Why, Captain Iron Dog? Look how beautiful this thing is. Let's look at this little Stegosaurus. 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 I love it. Becky, are you still lurking here? Becky, are you still here? Becky, are you there? Becky, are you there? Last time she said she was lurking, I think. Somewhere. I know she's here. Becky, if you're in the room, bark 3 times. Becky, if you're here, bark. Jake, if the spirit's in the room with us, bark. Okay, good. Becky is here. She's watching. She's like, yeah. I watched your whole family eat dinner. Becky, oh my gosh. She did. Oh my god, Becky's here. She said woof 3 times. Woof, woof, woof. Jake. Oh my gosh. Becky's amazing. Becky's my favorite. But yeah, I got the Stegosaurus. I think it's really cool. It's so funny to me that like there's like Jurassic Park fans out there who'll bitch like, oh my Jurassic Park toy has like a mispainted nail. And it's like, you fucking idiots. Do you remember what Hasbro did with those toys? They let that toy line fucking die, and like Mattel is like doing their fucking best to make these masterpieces. I don't get their complaints. I really don't. Um, but yeah, I love the Stegosaurus. I highly recommend it. It's on par with the other Hammond collection shit. I love it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, how dare you have a mispainted nail? Return it. Becky is hilarious. Oh, Becky, who's the cat? Is this Kanga or is this Tucker? Who's this cat? And you switched it again. It was just Jake the other day. I'm pretty sure yesterday it was Jake. Becky, who is it? Becky, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Becky? So this is Kanga. So this is little Kanga right here. If you guys look over here, this is little Kanga. This is Becky's cat. She has Kanga, Tucker, Jake, and Manfred is the neighborhood cat that she likes to visit. She would love to raise Manfred, but he's such a wild cat. He's like the guy from Transformers: Rise of the Fallen, Revenge of the Fallen. Alone, abandoned by the country he loves. Oh my gosh. So that's everything, guys. That's all the toys. That's all the movies. I literally think I talked about everything about the movies except some spoilers. There's spoilers I avoided for Eddington because I want Captain Iron Dog to be surprised by some things in the movie. But, oh my God. So if I were to rank them, number 1, Eddington. Yes. Number 2 is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 3 is Superman. Number 4 is Jurassic World. Those are my ranking. For Fantastic Four, my prediction is that the world ends and they think that, Reed Richards is going to save the world. He probably even says, like, I have a plan, I have an idea, but the plan is just self-preservation because he has no idea how to save the world. And that maybe he'll save it, doing a time travel thing. I don't know. But, yeah. Tucker and Kanga. Oh, she switched the picture. So this is Tucker and Kanga right here. If you see... she switched the photo. Look at them. They're so cute. Her kitty cats are so cute. Oh, and Tucker and Jake. Look at that. Jake cracks me up because Jake will always be a puppy. No matter how old he gets, he'll always think he's a puppy. Oh, man. Seriously, I regret throwing this long sleeve shirt on, but it was worth it because I like the aesthetic. I like the aura I'm presenting. I love that I'm representing one of my all-time new favorite characters in the movie, Joe Cross. I just love his look. There's a scene where Joaquin is in the desert and he's trying to look cool with his gun, and I'm like, oh my God, Joaquin. Like, Joaquin is so cool. Oh my God, guys, I have to recommend this. So there's a podcast last weekend with Theo Von. He somehow got a fucking interview with Joaquin Phoenix, and it's like one of the best interviews I've ever seen with Joaquin Phoenix, because Joaquin is always like, he's always short. He doesn't like doing interviews. He's very like shy, self-preservation. Like, he doesn't want to get too close to anybody. But like, he really liked what Theo Von had to say about like Gaza and all that shit. So he was like, I'm going to do your podcast. And he was so fucking loose. He was so friendly. He was actually talking about acting. Like, he had a hard time talking about it at first. But as the conversation went along, he kind of gave his ideas about how he acts and how he approaches things and how he kind of sees certain things. And I'm like, holy fuck. And it's like Theo Von. Theo Von's like a backdoor country hick. And he's like answering all these like silly questions to Joaquin. But like, Joaquin answered them genuinely. And I liked how quick, like early on, Joaquin Phoenix finds out how genuine Theo Von is. Because Theo Von is just like a country boy, right? And he says like all these, like, I think my favorite quote from the interview, because he's so excited to talk to Joaquin Phoenix. He's like, it's not very often that you get to appreciate a painting and get to talk to the paint. And it made Joaquin Phoenix chuckle, but it's so true. It's like, you never get that opportunity to talk to like a piece of art, and Joaquin Phoenix is sort of like a piece of art, especially after seeing this fucking movie Eddington. I'm like, oh my God, because like sometimes I forget about Joaquin Phoenix. Like he does like one movie every so often, right? Or he does like a big movie about Joker and you don't really take it seriously. But like when he fucking acts, he fucking acts. So I like him in Eddington. It was great. So good. I still do on Eddington. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you'll like it. I think it's so fucking weird. Oh, puppy Jake. Look how adorable puppy Jake was. Look at him, guys. Look at puppy Jake. Bark 3 times if the spirit's in the room with us. Yes, in the original Joker. I'm talking about like Joker 2. because some people like Joker 2, some people didn't like Joker 2. If I recall, I think I did like it. I liked the musical shit in it. But I didn't like how it made fun of the audience for liking the first Joker. Because it kind of does. It kind of makes fun of the audience for it. Like, you like the Joker? Like, fuck you. It's kind of like that. But there's some good filmmaking in there. There's some good parts in there. But yeah, he's good. Joaquin Phoenix is like really good. You like Joker too? Yeah. Yeah, there's the few of us. There's the few of us out there, Captain Iron Dog, who like Joker too. I think I liked it. If I ever go back to my live stream, I think I did like it. Because I don't want to say I didn't like it. It's been a while, It's been a while. And it's so funny too, because like this reminds me of my friends at work or my coworkers. Because like my friend was like, "Oh, I seen Sinners," and when she said she saw Sinners, I had seen like a fucking month's worth of movies. I'm like, Sinners has already left my brain. It's gone. It's gone, McCready. It's like you got to talk to me about movies when they first come out to it. Oh God, it froze. Hang on. I liked it, but I think you said I wouldn't watch it again for a bit. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. The first Joker spent a new light on it. Oh yeah, it had a new light on the first Joker, which was weird because the first Joker made like $1 billion, and the second one I don't think made that much money. I think it barely made 50 million. But it was wild. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the interview. Joaquin Phoenix. Recommend that. That's really good. Another thing I've been into is Beer Pup. Beer Pup is the wife to Meat Canyon. I don't know if you guys know who Meat Canyon is. Meat Canyon did all these like weird cartoons. Now he sort of does like weird essay videos where he talks about like weird history and weird facts. But he has this wife, and she's an artist too, and she's getting me back into art. Like I have like a little sketchbook inspired by her because now I draw in the sketchbook because I used to draw in notebook pads and whatever. So now I draw in the sketchbook to keep all the drawings in one place. And that's been inspired by her. And I've also been inspired by her because whenever I drew in a sketchbook and messed up, I always skipped the page and went to the next page. With her, she'll cut out another sheet of paper and tape it over it and just use that page again. And it's so cool. It brought new light to my eyes. Like, oh my God, why haven't I been doing that for years? So I really did that. Let's see. I was afraid during the second half of Eddington after Antifa arrived on the scene. People in the room with us. Oh, yeah, dude. So what my mom was talking about. So there's a scene in the movie where Antifa shows up. And, dude, there was a sketchy fucking guy in the... Because like, we were in a small theater. It was like, towards the end of the hallway where the theaters get small. So there's only like 3 rows in the front and maybe 4 rows in the back. So this guy was in one of the 3 rows in the front. He was like a bald dude. He was on his phone most of the time during the movie. And then after Antifa showed up, he was acting sketchy as fuck. Like he was standing up. He like left the room and then came back and he was sort of like hunched over his chair. It was fucking weird. But yeah, my mom was weirded out by that part in Eddington because like she was like, oh God, is this guy going to attack us? People just don't appreciate music. Is that Joker 2? I think it's Joker 2. Anyway, yes. So I've been watching Beer Pup. She's on YouTube. I love her videos. She has like this like monotone voice and it's so relaxing. It brings me peace. It brings me joy. She talks about her art. She talks about her studio. She talks about her horses, her ducks, her pets, her cats. It's fantastic. I love Beer Pup. Highly recommend that channel. I'm trying to think what else I've been into. Oh my God, I haven't even talked about it. Guys, hang on. Is that... Oh my God, my eye is so red because there's so much sweat in it. Oh my God, guys. I'll briefly talk about this and then I'll shut this down because I need to cool off and take a shower or whatnot because it's hot. Coming in hot. So, last thing is I've been working on Jurassic. I've been working on my new mashup trailer, Jaws Legacy. It's so fucking good so far. It's really clicking. And I've been doing so much research on like Jaws fan trailers, and it's so funny. All the Jaws fan trailers like focus on building tension and building up the shark and using all these shark movies, and they're all sort of similar and not. But mine, it's modeled after like Bad Boys 2, Into the Blue, because the cast. Because like I want to use Chief Brody when he was alive. Like what's his name? Robert Scheider, Roy Scheider. I want to use Roy Scheider when he was still alive. So. This trailer takes place between either 2000 and 2005, between that time frame. So I'm trying to model it after that, and it's been so much fun. I have Thomas Jane as Michael Brody. I have Jason Bateman as Sean Brody. I have Roy Scheider as back as Chief Brody. I have the Mama Brody, Lauren Gray. I'm going to try to bring in Richard Dreyfuss when I get that movie, Into the Blue, or no, Into the Deep. That's what it's called. Because he did the shark movie like this year that just came out on DVD called Into the Deep with Richard Dreyfuss. I'm going to use some clips from Piranha 3D, Into the Blue with Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is going to be in my fan trailer. But yeah, it's totally modeled after like Bad Boys. I'm going to have exploding buildings and shit. I'm going to have the shark in there. I'm going to try to use the original shark as much as possible. I don't really want to use the CGI shark. Like I'm using the CGI, like the deep blue sea shark in the beginning. But for the rest of the trailer, I kind of want to use the original fucking cheesy Bruce shark. Of course, I'm going to probably cheat it with some clips from the Meg. But yeah, I'm really enjoying working on Jaws Legacy. I've been having so much fun. Had something happen during the Joker, but I can't say it on YouTube. Oh yeah, I believe you. Have you done a stream like on Cult Classics? Is that the right term? The closest I've done to that is talk about Evil Dead when I opened up my Evil Dead toys. I don't think I really talked about Cult Classics. I think the closest I've ever done is my Halloween ranking. I wanted to do Friday the 13th ranking at some point. Their Cult Classic I talked about was My Bloody Valentine. I did a whole live stream on My Bloody Valentine because I love that movie so much. I'm trying to think if there's any other Cult Classic ones. Did I do anything Cult Classic, guys? I don't think I did. And I did this live stream on somebody else's channel, which is hilarious. Oh my God. Like the guy who was like hosting it kept cutting in and out. So it was just him and his co-host. And we would talk about things. And they thought that I knew all these William Friedkin movies. And I only knew The Exorcist and Cruising. I only knew those two movies. Oh, man. Can't text you about it or call the room. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Becky. Anyway, Becky, can't wait to see you. My mom is super excited. She's like, oh, my God, I get to meet Becky. And I like Becky's like, you must be talking about me. It's like, no, Becky, she knows you from the live stream. Because everyone knows about Becky. Everyone knows that Becky's the detailed sketches. Like what you have for dinner. What color was the food you had for dinner? What time did you eat your dinner? What time did you finish dinner? What time did you finish your dishes? What time did you do this? I love Becky. Becky's the best. Not can't. I can't text you about it. Oh my gosh, what? I didn't have to, what the fuck, Becky? Oh my God, that's so Becky too. Becky too. I love my Becky too. Okay, so we talked about Jaws, we talked about the movies, we talked about Eddington, we talked about all the things. I think I really did mention all the things I had issues with Jurassic World. I talked about all about Star Wars. Or not Star Wars, oh my God. I talked about all about Superman. I talked about all my favorite things about I Know What You Did Last Summer without even spoiling it. Other than the Sarah Michelle Gellar thing, but that's such a fucking cool scene. Oh my gosh. But anyway, we respect Becky. We respect the Becky. See, even Captain Iron Dog says that. Thank you, Captain Iron Dog. Aw. Yeah, we all love Becky here. Becky Boo. Okay, so thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Mom, for showing up here and recognizing that the cosplay was Joe Cross. I saved you, Sheriff. I saved that. Oh. Like, when that scene happened, it's like the funniest fucking thing of just seeing Joaquin Phoenix walk out of that gun store with that big giant machine gun going, ah! And then you just see his point of view, and it's just like, oh my gosh. It's so, oh my God. I can't wait to watch that movie again. Like, I don't even know, like, if anything will beat it. Like, oh, there's another movie I want to talk about. Real quick. I just want to say it was good. 28 weeks later, fantastic. It was great. It made me cry. It made me fucking break down emotionally. Like, I cried so fucking hard, and 28 years later, it was so sad. Oh my gosh. And on that note, thank you guys for checking in on me. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Kanga. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, Captain Iron Dog. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Twitter bot. It's been so fun. Fantastic stuff. Nighty night. Thank you guys. Love you all. This was fun.